American Combat Alliance has returned to Marksville, Louisiana, as we are live from the beautiful Paragon Casino and Resort, as Bishop Promotions presents to you AKA 54. And I present to you the UFC's very own Matt Danger Schnell. I'm Tyler Not So Dangerous Moody, ready to guide you through all of the action here tonight from the Paragon. We've got 12 fights on our card. Let's start with our amateur lightweight championship that is going to kick off the main card, Matt. Andrew Lavergne taking on Codie Williams.
Andrew Lavergne, Codie Williams. This fight has all the makings of a striker's delight. Codie Williams, only 1-0 in MMA, but a vast kickboxing experience. This guy is decorated and has been through the ringer. Andrew Lavergne, a young man we've seen in this cage more than a time or two, leans more towards a kickboxing style in his own right. I think we see some nuts flying around in that fight.
Very good chance that will be a striking war to kick off the main card. Let's talk about our co-main event, which features one of the most exciting prospects in the area. Drake Flores getting set to take on David Lopez.
Yeah, David Lopez, my boy, hooked it up with a fresh fade just earlier this afternoon. Shout out David Lopez, quite the barber. Tonight he runs the fade with Drake Flores, our favorite prospect, the dynamic Drake Flores coming all the way from Fortis MMA. Can't wait for that one.
And speaking of prospects, Central Louisiana's best prospect, Jesse Roberts, taking on Shaheen Santana in our main event.
Yeah, Jesse Roberts, one of these guys in the state of Louisiana, one of our best prospects. And though we have a stacked card tonight, I still think this main event carries the load. Jesse Roberts coming in against Shaheen Santana. Santana coming from South Florida with a great record in his own right, willing to take this fight. Black belt in jiu-jitsu. The young man can strike as well. That's going to be a banger.
We've got 12 bangers coming your way here from the Paragon Casino and Resort. Time to turn it over now to the dynamic Dynamite David Hardy.
Beautiful Paragon Casino in Marksville, Louisiana, and welcome to AKA 54. Get ready, fight fans, because tonight the stage is set. The lights are bright. This is American Combat Alliance, where the stars of tomorrow shine tonight. And now, Paragon Casino, the wait is over. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's go time!
Ready to go here from the beautiful Paragon Casino and Resort, AKA 54, coming your way. Tyler Moody, Matt Danger Schnell on the call here all night, and we're going to kick things off with Kai Stone and Alejandro Avila in our first matchup of the night. You can see the tail of the tape right there. Both of these guys, very similar measurables. Alejandro Avila with about a 5-inch reach advantage in this fight, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks like Avila getting ready to make his way down to the cage here.
Yeah.
It may be Jesus Cepeda, if I'm not mistaken.
Alejandro Avila walking to the cage. Fight originally set at 205 pounds. A couple weeks out, I think it was asked by both ends to move it up a couple of pounds. So we met at 215. A very evenly matched fight. Both guys making their debut tonight. We've recently seen the freestyle or the strong style crew in the cage in the AKA cage here in recent days, and they've looked good. We know what to expect from these guys. Well-rounded skill sets. They know how to wrestle. They know how to grapple out of all positions.
Yeah, they really have shown up and done a great job as of late competing, right? We've seen some very polished skill sets, all their guys up here ready to go. Good to see them back here once again.
Absolutely.
And we appreciate you guys being with us once again here at American Combat Alliance, AKA 54. 12 fights on the card here tonight. Of course, all kicked off with this fight between Kai Stone and Alejandro Avila. We'll end the night with Jesse Roberts and Shaheen Santana, Drake Flores, David Lopez in our co-main event, and a title on the line between Andrew Lavergne and Codie Williams. That will get our main card going. But right now, it's about Alejandro as he has crossed the threshold and steps into the cage to kick off AKA 54.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please introduce your next fighter to the cage. Here is Kai Stone.
Here comes Kai Stone representing the Shed, one of the next big things for Elliot Hebert and the guys at the Shed. We know they're always prepared to go, Matt.
Absolutely, the Shed always turns him out, looking the part. Kai Stone, actually a young man, a Shreveport transplant. I first met him in Shreveport, Louisiana, at my buddy Luke Regard's gym. He was training in another Shed type situation over at the ranch with Luke Regard. And tough young man, a guy who is willing to fight. And ever since I came in contact with him, saw him go, I've been asking, like, when's this kid getting out there? So it's exciting to see him make his debut. Long road from Shreveport, Louisiana. Not too long,
Not too
but
far.
you made that
2
drive
hours
today.
and 20 minutes. I made it 2 hours and 20 to make it right here. And you know what, Kai? He's upgraded a little bit with his coach. He's got Elliot Hebert instead of Luke Regard. I'm just taking a shot at our boy.
I'd like to see him arm wrestle.
Yeah, there you go. Shout out to our boy Luke Regard. But in all seriousness, learning from Elliot Hebert really doesn't get much better than that here in the state of Louisiana.
Absolutely. Kai Stone, so much fun. I actually ran into his grandparent, I think his grandma and his dad out there, and I heard his granny being nervous. I tried to just let her know, like, the young man's going to do just fine. He's going to be safe in there.
Well, it is time for her grandson to get to work. Kai Stone is into the cage, ready to kick off AKA 54.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of amateur mixed martial arts section inside the AKA heavyweight division. This fight being brought to you by DSP, Deep South Productions. And now, introducing your first fighter. Fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist representing strong style martial arts. He stands 6 feet even, weighing in at 215 pounds. Fighting out of Rosenberg, Texas. Here is Alejandro Avila. And now, introducing his opponent. Fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist representing the Shed Training Grounds. He stands 6 feet even, weighing in at 215 pounds. Fighting out of Lafayette, Louisiana. Here is Kai Stone. Your referee in charge of the action when the cage door closes, the one and only, Mr. Basil Bam Bam Majub.
Bam Bam with his first assignment of the night, one of the best referees in the state of Louisiana. And we are officially underway with AKA 54 as Avila shot for the takedown right off the bat.
Jab level change from Avila. Kai Stone clips him with a left hook on the break. Good takedown defense from Kai, and he comes out of each break firing punches. Solid takedown defense, knee up the middle from Kai Stone. Avila not having bad entries here. Kai just dealing with them well.
No, they really were good entries, but you got to give a lot of credit to Stone for dealing with those. Another shot here by Alejandro Avila. Once again, stuffed, and not this time. 4th time is successful.
My boy Avila just constant with the level changes, and yeah, finds one eventually. Kai doing a good job. Setting up a Kimura. This is not a good spot for Kai.
That's pretty.
Looks tight, looks behind his back. Avila not quite able to turn his hip over on it, but has Kai's arm in a bad position. Kai needs to move his feet and make something happen.
Yeah, Avila immediately attacked that arm as soon as he got on top, and now he's
this
really
is a worse
cinching it up.
position. Kai's got to be careful here with the shoulder.
Yeah, I think that's
calls
good.
it.
That's a good stoppage, Matt. Let's be real about this.
Let's not see young men's shoulders just get completely separated. Wonderful stuff by young Alejandro Avila. Comes out, finds the level change, shoots quite a few of them.
Relentless with it. Yep.
Relentless. Finds his moment, gets to the top position, gets to the Kimura. cinches it in and gets the finish.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do as soon as he got on top, immediately grabbed the arm, attacked the Kimura, locked it up. Look, credit to Kai Stone, he was going to go out on his shield. It looked like he was going to let that thing tear.
Didn't even think about tapping.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 1 minute 6 seconds in the very first round, declaring your winner, Alejandro Avila.
Alejandro Avila showing up and showing out. Gets it done in quick fashion as well. Shot 4 times, 4 times was successful, and it was game over after that, Matt.
Game over indeed. Good stuff by young Alejandro Avila. Able to get to the side position, secures the arm, gets to the Kimura finish. Awesome. What a debut.
What a debut. Way to handle business quickly, too. Doesn't get too much time in the cage. Took him about a minute 15 to get that done in total, but certainly a great debut for the youngster. And Alejandro Avila will walk out of here 1-0 as he gets the submission finish via Kimura early in the first round.
And here we go, fight fans, moving right along with your next bout of the evening. This fight goes down inside the AKA middleweight division and is sponsored by Bayou Wraps. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Jesus Cepeda.
Quickly on to our second fight of the night, Jesus El Gallo Cepeda, a Thug Jitsu practitioner representing Heritage Muay Thai out of Houston, Texas. Matt Schnell's neck of the woods these days. Checking in at 6'2", 184 3/4. What more can you tell us about El Gallo?
Yeah, young Jesus, just a kid, bops around at the Thug Jitsu gym at Heritage Muay Thai. See him quite a bit. I think he also works at a UFC gym there close by. He's going to have Emmanuel Sanchez in his corner tonight. Just a kid that shows up, trains all the time, talented, good striker, good pair of hands on him, moves well, tall, long for the weight class. I think this is going to be a good one.
Yeah, he is very tall for the weight class. You can see it there. And rocking the Thug Jitsu shirt, and that's, I mean, in Louisiana, does it get much better than Thug Jitsu?
Baby.
You know, this whole area, Houston, Texas as well, representing Thug Jitsu, of course. I think a lot of people know Dustin Poirier representing it at the highest level.
The Thug Jitsu Prince, Dustin Poirier.
Yeah, the Thug Jitsu Prince, the diamond. But right now, and you can see it right there, Dustin Poirier's diamonds are forever. Rocking the sponsorship by
El Gallo, rocking the rooster haircut. I mean, go for it, baby boy.
Well, and that's one thing me and you talked about this earlier. These guys, some of them need to have a character, right? You got to build some promotion around you. I love this by Jesus Cepeda, El Gallo. And right now, it's time for El Gallo to step into the cage for the first time as he takes on Taylor Martin. Pretty full crowd here in Marksville, Louisiana.
I'd say so.
Yeah, the fans here in Marksville always show up. They love to represent Central Louisiana well, and I believe they're going to be treated to a very good card here at the beautiful Paragon Casino and Resort. We always love to come here with American Combat Alliance, and glad to be back coming to you for AKA 54.
Feels like home.
It really does in a lot of ways. And look, for Central Louisiana, this is mixed martial arts home. This is their mecca, if you will. This is where the biggest fights happen in Central Louisiana. And you can understand why. Whenever you walk in this place, it is absolutely beautiful. Great place to host an event. And right now, it'll host Jesus Cepeda and Taylor Martin.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for his opponent. Please welcome to the cage, Taylor Martin.
Next up is Taylor Martin, a catch wrestler representing Hero Fitness out of West Monroe, Louisiana. 5'11", 187 pounds. What more can you tell us about Taylor Martin?
Young Taylor Martin, the 16-year-old slugger from West Monroe, Louisiana, training with Quentin Henry and the crew over there. Tough kid, one of these second-generation types. I grew up fighting on the circuit with his daddy, Brandon Martin, who's going to be in his corner tonight. His daddy's a firefighter, really handsome, manly-looking man. You can't miss him. But love to see always these second-generation guys come out They always look the part. They always look good. And it's just a fun experience. These are guys that I came up with. Now their sons are walking out there and in so many ways carrying the banner. And he's young, 16 years old. Of course, he's tough. He trains hard. He's a well-built young man. He knows what's at risk out there. His daddy knows what's at risk, too. They said, let's get him out there and let this kid make his debut.
Well, he's been training with one of the most notable fighters in North Louisiana. Quentin Henry, of course, had success in MMA and bare knuckle tonight. His next protege, Taylor Martin, steps into the cage for the first time as we are ready for this debutante matchup between Taylor Martin and Jesus Cepeda.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action inside the AKA middleweight division. This fight being brought to you by Bayou Raps. And now, introducing your first fighter. Fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a thug jitsu practitioner representing Heritage Muay Thai. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 184 3/4 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas. Here is El Gallo Jesus Cepeda. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a catch wrestler representing Hero Fitness. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 187 pounds. Fighting out of West Monroe, Louisiana. Here is Taylor Martin.
Bam Bam back on the assignment for our second fight of the night. El Gallo ready to take on Taylor Martin.
Taylor Martin fires a double leg just right off the break. Tests the grappling ability of Jesus Cepeda very quickly, takes the back, sinks in the rear naked choke. Is it enough to get the finish early? Jesus fighting the hands.
Tough to tell how deep it is from here. It looks like it might be cinched
And
in, and it is.
The Taylor Martin just comes out, storms the castle, takes the back of Jesus, and gets the rear naked choke finish.
Another quick submission victory. Taylor Martin immediately shooting the double leg takedown, got the back, sunk in the choke, I should say, and finishes off the fight within 30 seconds.
Wasted no time. Jesus kind of playing to the camera a little bit, a little upset with himself. It's tough out, go out, get your back taken, get submitted real quick. Taylor Martin obviously knew what he was trying to do tonight. He wanted to come in and test the grappling. Does that early. Passes the test.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 23 seconds in round number 1. Declaring your winner, Taylor Martin.
Taylor Martin moves to 1-0. Gets a submission victory just 23 seconds into the fight via rear naked choke. He looked like Goldberg out there. Just went out there, speared him, took him down, took the back, and choked him out. Very impressive showing by Taylor Martin as he picks up the win here very quickly. 2 fights, 2 submissions. Neither one of them took longer than 1:30, Matt.
This isn't how I anticipated it would go.
Don't worry, we've got some striking wars coming your way later tonight as
baby.
well. But you got to tip your cap to these guys, right? They knew
Yeah.
the game plan. They went out, they executed it.
Absolutely.
And came away with the victory. And that's why this is mixed martial arts, man. You got to have a good ground game. And clearly these youngsters do. Great work there by Taylor Martin as he gets it done quickly. And we'll turn it back over to the one and only Dynamite.
Here we go, fight fans, moving right along with your next bout of the evening. This fight goes down inside the AKA welterweight division and is sponsored by Effective Digital Marketing. And now, introducing your first fighter. Put your hands together for Derek Campbell.
The 6'1", 171-pound Derek Campbell getting ready to make the walk here as he takes on Spencer Turner. You can see your tail of the tape there. Fairly similar measurables, 5-inch reach advantage for Derek Campbell, who fancies himself a striker. Of course, he is working out at Team 515, 6'1", 171.5, as I mentioned. Out of Longview, Texas, here comes Derek Campbell.
Yeah, Derek Campbell, last time he was out here, faced off against Tracy Craig, looked very good, looked very seasoned, well-rounded, kind of touched all aspects of the mixed martial arts realm. And tall kid, long and lanky, dropped a weight class this time around, fighting at 170. Looks very good. That new young crop of guys from Team 515 has been on fire and very impressive, and this is one of the kids kind of carrying that torch right now. Derek Campbell, talking to Coach Wade, this was the guy that they needed a matchup for, and just says he works so hard, trains all the time, willing to go toe-to-toe with the better guys in the gym, and a kid that he believes to have a bright future. And if his first fight was any indication, I believe he's right.
He got a finish in the second round over Tracy Craig in his debut tonight. He'll do it for the second time.
And now, Paragon Casino. Put your hands together for his opponent. Please welcome Spencer Turner.
Spencer, the American Gladiator Turner, a mixed martial arts practitioner representing the Shed Training Grounds. 6 foot even, 170 pounds, out of Lafayette, Louisiana. Another one of these Shed products, Matt.
Yeah, the Shed busy tonight, as they always are in this area. Coach Elliott Hebert got the crew prepared. Spencer Turner, we've seen him in this cage before, in this very arena. Looked great, and I think since then has faced his first loss as a mixed martial artist. That's always a difficult thing to overcome. We're going to see how he bounces back tonight here against Derek Campbell. A well-rounded skill set, a guy that can, I mean, we got to see quite a bit of his striking his last time out, but has a bit of a grappling prowess as well. Training with the Shed, you expect that from these guys.
Both of these guys finished their debuts in the second round about the same time via strike, so they both had very similar debuts. I'm expecting a really good matchup between these two. Like you said, both of them have very polished skill sets for being so young. Excited to see what Turner and Campbell have in store for us here in our third fight of the night.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action inside the AKA welterweight division. This fight being brought to you by Effective Digital Marketing. And now, introducing your first fighter. Fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a striker representing Team 515. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 171.5 pounds. Fighting out of Longview, Texas, here is Derek Campbell. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist representing the Shed Training Grounds. He stands 6 feet even, weighing in at 170.75 pounds. Fighting out of Lafayette, Louisiana, here is the American Gladiator, Spencer Turner. Your referee in charge of the action when the cage door closes, Mr. Joseph Pepe.
Joseph with his first assignment of the night. Campbell and Turner, we are underway with our third fight.
Spencer Turner just storms across the cage, eating some punches. Knee up the middle, drops Spencer Turner. Spencer playing the guard, trying to fish
and survive this moment. That knee stunned him, sent him crashing to the mat.
Yeah, he ran right into that knee as he was coming in. Campbell lands the big knee, now he's on top.
Wasted no time, zero defense from either competitor.
Good start to the fight from Campbell here. Trying to get some ground and pound going is the long, lanky Derek Campbell.
Campbell doing a good job passing here. It's a good position for him. Knee on face. Spencer Turner trying to doing a good job of keeping in control of the wrist, but Derek Campbell sinks in the hook and takes the back.
Yeah, those long legs, he's able to sink that hook in.
Kind of nasty.
Yeah, he did it pretty effortlessly, and now he's got Turner in a bad position. Turner trying to buck him off here.
And Spencer does have him a little high, but Derek's length is helping him keep the position. He's kind of got his legs off kilt. He just stands and bails on the position. Not a bad tactic by the young Derek Campbell.
Now Turner working on a single leg.
It's a decent attempt. Just got his head, his posture a little broken, funny there.
Halfway through the first round.
Campbell just seems so smooth and competent in all these positions. Almost grabs a handful of fence there.
Can't be doing that. You may see Cepeda and Martin at the bottom of your screen. This is Derek Campbell and Spencer Turner.
Front headlock attempt here by Spencer Turner. Campbell able to shake it loose.
Knee up the middle by Campbell.
Knee to the bridge of the nose by Spencer Turner. Decent job there of just controlling the posture of Derek. Now he's kind of reaping his leg, almost taking himself down with that reap off the cage. Needs to flatten himself out, try to straighten his legs.
Just over 30 seconds to go in this opening round. Obviously Campbell with the biggest moment so far, that knee that dropped Turner.
Spencer kind of pushing on the face, loses position. Derek Campbell able to take the back. Little trip, finds the takedown as the round comes close to expiring.
Yeah, final 15 here as Campbell secured the takedown. First takedown of the fight for him. Looks like he'll be content to finish on top. Great optics for Derek Campbell in that first round. I'll tell you what, Turner landed a right hand as the horn was blowing. But a strong first round for Derek Campbell. Obviously the big knee, the big moment in that first round. Turner able to weather the storm though, and he didn't really get much going in that first round though.
You get to see the second round for the first time of the night,
sure.
So relieved about that. But yeah, Spencer Turner just kind of got into a little bit of a hurry there, ran in and met Derek Campbell in the teeth. Both guys kind of volleying and exchanging and jousting for position there earlier. I think both guys kind of landed a couple of punches on the onset, but yeah, Derek Campbell brings that knee up the middle and it just crumbles Spencer Turner to the mat.
There was a good knee from Turner. I was about to say, there it is right there. I felt like that was the best moment in that first round for Turner. Campbell fires one back of his own.
That was kind of one of Spencer's best moments. Used a frame, was able to extend and make up some space, land a nice knee. Gonna need to have more than that as this next round comes in.
Certainly one round in the books for Derek Campbell. Finally, a second round for the first time tonight.
A little duck to a level change, over under position. Both guys.
Once again, Campbell gets the trip and the takedown, ends up on top. Looks like he's a mount here as well.
Careful with just extending there. Gives up the back, he's high again. The shed corner calling for a tripod, and they're not wrong.
Very similar position that Spencer Turner found himself in the first round.
Derek really needs to be careful here. He is a longer guy. Maybe he feels a little more comfortable riding high, but he's awfully high in this position.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to get too much done from this spot. He is hanging on somehow, though, those long legs. He's trying to lock this choke up.
Doesn't look like he's in a great position. Can't see exactly what's going on in there.
Yeah, looks like he's let it go. Now he's letting the right hand go, picking up some damage. Yeah, it is too high. And once again, he's
Spencer
back to his
Turner
feet.
cracks him with a right for his trouble. I'm not sure. He seems to be he's going for this like reaping trip thing, and it's gotten him taken down twice now. I think he needs to. Oh, deep to the face. I don't know.
The long legs of Derek Campbell lands the teep to the face. Spencer Turner hits the mat, and the fight ends there. Wow. Derek Campbell, the big knee in the first, the teep kick to the face in the second, and he has a finish in round number 2, his second round finish.
Derek Campbell, exciting young prospect. Just displayed a full gamut of martial arts. Fighting well in the clinch, kicks up high, decent striking. That teep just skips off the forehead of Spencer Turner. Tough stuff.
And he caught him with the heel too, which is obviously much harder. Really good shot there by Derek
Ladies and
Campbell.
gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 1 minute 42 seconds in round number 2, declaring your winner by way of knockout, Derek Campbell.
Derek Campbell, another second round finish. He moves to 2-0 as an amateur. Both finishes in the second round. This time he gets it done with the teep. Big knee in the first. Those long legs, Matt, there's something for opponents to contend with.
Absolutely. Kid's clean. I feel like he's composed. He's got a good head on his shoulders, and young, hungry. Looking forward to seeing more from young Derek Campbell.
We certainly will see more from Derek Campbell. The next time he steps in there, he will be 2-0. Now 2 fights removed from his debut. And we're moving right along here at AKA 54. We haven't seen a third round yet. We've got 2 submissions in the
Up
first.
next,
And now
ladies and gentlemen, we got 3 rounds inside of the AKA Kickboxing Light Heavyweight Division. At this time, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Lamar Walter.
This is the most underrated fight on this card. Do not get up to go to the restroom. You want to see this one. Ralph Lastrapes and Lamar Walter in what should be an absolute banger of a light heavyweight kickboxing bout. A little bit more on Lamar Walter. They call him bulletproof. He is a kickboxer by practice, representing Elite MMA and Sammy's Muay Thai. Checks in at 6'1", 204, fighting out of Houston, Texas by way of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and he looked really good the first time we saw him, man.
He sure did. Looked really great. Patient, just weathered the storm and found his moment, found his shot. Thunderous power in both this young man's hands. Not so much experienced as far as what's on paper, but he's done quite a few of amateur circuit type kickboxing and things that don't necessarily go on your record. And I wasn't sure what to expect from him the first time. Obviously he looks the part, but really opened all of our eyes up quickly.
Yeah, he put Hunter Jones to sleep. Hunter Jones, of course, one of the better fighters in the area. I mean, we love Hunter Jones. He's been a champion when he was once a heavyweight in mixed martial arts. He stepped in there for a kickboxing matchup against Lamar Walter, and Lamar put his lights out in the first round. One punch power for Lamar Walter. The power is very serious, and I'm telling you, this fight could be one of the best fights of the night. It could also end early with the style both of these guys are going to employ, especially the power by Walter. Lastrapes probably a little more polished as a striker, but Walter's power, the equalizer.
Agreed. And Walter just a more complete style. You'll see more kicks from Walter. I think Lastrapes is going to be more boxing influence, but he's got to contend with the kicks in some capacity. That'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
One of the most exciting matchups of the night getting ready to come your way here. Lamar Walter is into the cage.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent to the cage. Put your hands together for Ralph Lastrapes Jr.
The Lion on the prowl. It is Ralph the Lion Lastrapes, a kickboxer by practice representing Performance Evolution and Acadia Jiu-Jitsu, 6'2", 205 3/4, fighting out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Here comes Ralph Lastrapes Jr., and I know you're excited about seeing him tonight, Matt.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Actually, a fight that I think was supposed to be on a card previous and ended up getting moved to this one. Just worked out for both guys, so happy to see it finally play out. These are two big boys that can move well, and they both have a good pair of mitts on them. So I think this is a fun fight. It's going to be action-packed. These boys about to bring it. And we've seen good action thus far tonight, but I think this one's going to really get the show going for us.
We have had some quick finishes so far. There's a chance that this one ends quickly as well. Kickboxing matchup here set for the light heavyweight ranks. Lastrapes going through the commission check down spot. Fans continue to file in to the Paragon Casino and Resort here.
Coach Walter Monco in the corner of Ralph Lastrapes. Coach Walter, one of the hotter coaches in the area. A young fella I'd like to work with a little bit too.
Yeah, he seems like he's been really putting together some good fighters. Tonight he'll see his man Ralph Lastrapes get in there for the first time as he does war with Lamar Walter. Don't blink, this one could be over fast, or we could be in store for a war.
These are big boys.
Yeah, these are some really powerful young men.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of kickboxing action inside the AKA light heavyweight division. This fight being brought to you by the law offices of Woody Bogard. And now, introducing your first fighter. Fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a kickboxer representing Elite MMA and Sammy's Muay Thai. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 204 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, by way of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Here is bulletproof Lamar Walter. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a kickboxer representing Performance Evolution's fight team at Acadia Jiu-Jitsu. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 3/4 pounds. Fighting out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Here is Ralph the Lion Lastrapes.
Joseph Pepe back out there once again. I'm excited for this one. Here we go.
Two lefties. Low kick right off the gate from Lamar Walter, not wasting any time. Ralph Lastrapes just bringing the hands, and the young man can punch.
Oh man, he's really finding that body. Good left hand over the top too, and then Walter walked into another left hand. Ooh.
Ralph Lastrapes just putting these combos together. Mean, and he drops Lamar Walter.
Wow. What boxing being shown off by Ralph Lastrapes, working the body and then landing some big lefts to the head.
Lamar doing a good job early on, trying to keep his range with the kicks, but just taking too many combinations.
He is really wobbly. Went down to his back very easily there. He's checking his ankle, it looked like. Lastrapes in full control through the first half of this fight.
deep up the middle from Lastrapes, straight left hand, rings up Lamar Walter.
Eating the body up as well. Good knees follows. Walter still so wobbly on his feet. He eats another combination. That's it. Ralph Lastrapes absolutely puts on a clinic out there as he gets a first round finish. Wow. Lamar Walter just not offering up enough defense at times. The guard wasn't great, and Ralph Lastrapes capitalized. Just shots to the body over and over. And the left.
It's exactly the type of problem a man with a good pair of hands can give you. Lamar trying to create distance, trying to get his kicks off, trying to get things going, but Ralph Lastrapes just not giving him any space. Raining the punches, the combinations, just punches and bunches. Punch selection, everything looks so clean.
Yeah, the IQ was just so good. Continually going to the body every time it was open. As soon as he had a chance to land shots up top, he did. I mean, that was an absolutely flawless performance by Ralph Lastrapes. And another first round finish here at AKA 54.
Somebody teach that man how to grapple.
Yeah, right.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 1 minute 20 seconds in round number 1, declaring your winner by TKO Ralph Lastrapes Jr.
The Lion is going to walk out of the jungle with a first round finish. What an impressive showing by Ralph Lastrapes. Absolutely tremendous. I mean, it really was flawless. Lamar Walter landed one good left early, and then from there on out, it was all Lastrapes. Four fights, 3 first-round finishes. We are cruising here at AKA 54, nearly finished with our prelims already. I mean, we have made quick work of these first 4 fights. I don't know that we have 6.5 minutes of fight time just yet. I think Lastrapes hurt his ankle too. I saw him whenever he got up the second time. He was checking on the ankle, and you can see right now he's being helped out of the cage by his coaches. Definitely looks like he must have hurt that ankle as well. Ready to move forward now with our featherweight kickboxing matchup between Jace Carter and Zack Hand. Jace Carter coming off an impressive showing in his debut. He'll be set to take the stage just a couple weeks later here tonight at AKA 54. Already ready to cap off our prelims. Dynamite's back into the cage. Let's hand it back over to him.
Here we go, fight fans, moving right along with your next bout of the evening, our second and final kickboxing bout on the card. This fight goes down inside the featherweight division and is brought to you by our friends at 97.7 The Cajun right here in Marksville. Can I get a hey? Small radio station of the year. Big round of applause for 97.7 The Cajun right here in Marksville. All right, folks, this just in. We've got an injured fighter in the back. Our doctor's got a little work to do. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to take a quick pause for the cause. Step outside and smoke them if you got them. Grab yourself an ice-cold liquid libation to ease your frustration. And we're coming back with more here at AKA 54. And officials, back to the cage side now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get back to the action. Now this side of the room and this side of the room only. You guys ready for some more fights? Ah, come on now, come on now. Now I know I got my A-team over here. I know y'all ready for some fights, right? Let me hear you. Say yeah. Woo! Now that's how you do it over there. All right, give you a chance to redeem yourselves. Count to 3. Let's make a little noise. 1, 2, 3. Now we're talking. Last chance. Show them what you got. Flex on them, baby. 1, 2, 3. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our final kickboxing bout of the evening. It goes down inside the AKA featherweight division and is brought to you by 97.7 The Cajun. And here we go. Please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Here is Zack.
Back to the action here at the Paragon Casino and Resort, aka 54. Tyler Moody, Matt Schnell on the call. We resume the action with Zack Hand, a kickboxer representing Ethos MMA, 5'9", 146 pounds, out of Tyler, Texas. And you know, coming out to all my exes live in Texas.
Walking out to a little George, my boy won me over.
Very fitting for a Texas man. Zack back in there doing some kickboxing this time around. He had an MMA matchup against our grappler.
Nate Blundell.
Yeah, Nate Blundell.
Fought Nate Blundell here recently.
Yeah, he got choked out by Nate. Everybody gets choked out by Nate, so that's nothing to be ashamed of, nothing at all. But we're going to see him back in here tonight doing some kickboxing, which is what Ethos is really the most known for. Excited to see Zack get out there and test Jace Carpenter.
Try to redeem himself. Right is wrong. Yeah, young Hand coming out, walking out to a banger, my boy. Thank you. Yeah, you got to expect that he's trying to right is wrong and get back to winning a little bit. I believe he's 1-1 in MMA, so he's tasted some victory before, and he knows that feels a lot better than taking an L and losing to Nate Blundell again. I mean, tough stuff. Nate Blundell is definitely a stud, but this
probably
young
the best grappler in the weight class.
Sure. And then kid's a 45 or 2. What's he doing fighting Nate Blundell? Come on.
Now, let's welcome his opponent to the cage. Put your hands together for Jace Carpenter.
Jace Carpenter had a fantastic showing for us just a couple weeks ago. Jace, a kickboxer by practice, representing Fight Fitness Academy, 5'10", 143 pounds, out of Sulphur, Louisiana. He will enter tonight 1-0 as an amateur kickboxer. Got the finish in the second round over Darren Stevenson, and he looked very good in that matchup, Matt.
He sure did, just bringing that right hand. Sharp puncher, good solid strikes, good pair of hands on him, much like his daddy. I believe he fought from the right-handed stance, unlike his daddy. But yeah, young Jace Carpenter, handsome, young, vivacious. I'm gonna come out here and try and gun him down once more. Pretty quick, right back to work.
Well, he really didn't sustain much damage in that fight. He won it fairly handily. And I'll tell you what, he had the right hand going in that fight. Zack Hand is going to have to watch out for the right hand tonight of Jace Carpenter, because Carpenter was throwing some bombs. There's no doubt about it. Ultimately finishing that fight about a minute into the second round over Darren Stevenson. Quick turnaround for both of these guys. I mean, Hand fought a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know, you got credit to these guys for wanting to get in there, stay active.
That's how you should do it.
And it's easier to do when you're fresh off a win. I'm sure Jace Carpenter riding very high coming into this one. He's got a lot of friends and family here to support him. And at, what, I think he's 17 years of age, if I'm not mistaken.
He's an intense young man, too.
Yeah.
Eyes just locked on his opponent the whole time. Young, not 17. I think he's in his 20s.
Oh, okay.
Has a real job, this young man. A real blue-collar working type of kid. Hard worker, good puncher, exciting. Let's go.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of kickboxing action inside the AKA featherweight division. This fight being brought to you by 97.7 The Cajun right here in Marksville. And now, introducing your first fighter. Fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a kickboxer representing Ethos MMA. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 146 pounds. Fighting out of Tyler, Texas, here is Zack. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a kickboxer representing the Fight Fitness Academy and Sulphur Boxing Club. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 143 pounds. Fighting out of Sulphur, Louisiana, here is Jace Carpenter. Your referee in charge of the action when the cage door closes, Mr. Chris Hill.
Chris Hill with his first assignment of the night. He'll get a kickboxing matchup for the first one. Zack Hand, Jace Carpenter, ready to kick us back off here at AKA 54. And we are back to the action.
Southpaw stance from Zack Hand. That right hand is going to be the weapon. Maybe a knee south. Can't call her own fouls.
Jace Carpenter taking one downstairs there from Hand.
Zack Hand looking to the TV to see if they replay it for him.
That one looks like it really hurt Jace too. He's feeling it.
Yeah, both guys just kind of shooting knees up the middle, over-under position. Tends to happen that way.
You see that big right hand of Jace Carpenter just missing Zack Hand, and then Hand. That first knee looked like it was the one that was low potentially. Carpenter has up to 5 minutes to recover. And you could tell that one caught him pretty good. He was hurting. Never the way you want to start a fight. You don't want that to happen at any point in a fight. But
it tends to remove the wind from the sails, so to speak.
Sure.
It can do it, but young Jace Carpenter probably about to pop that mouthpiece back in, bring that right hand down the middle again, I imagine.
And just as you narrated, that's exactly how it happens, and we're back to the action. Hand once again out of the way, the right hand of Carpenter.
Good right hand by Carpenter, comes close. Oh, straight right hand, left hook behind it. A lot of clinch work here. I'm not sure that big right hand off the break. Not sure we know what rule set we're fighting here.
Should be the K1 rule set if I'm not mistaken. Hand throwing a spinning kick there, and Carpenter firing back with another big right. Oh, big left hand from Zack Hand.
Sharp jab from orthodox position. Hand doing nice, switching stances, looks very comfortable.
Quick stoppage in the action. Chris Hill puts us back in play.
Jace Carpenter circling to his left, looking to set up that straight right hand. Right hand loops over the top for Jace Carpenter. Not defending those knees very well, just kind of putting his hands down.
Now he has eaten quite a few knees so far in this fight. Hand once again going for the spinning attack. Got to defend yourself. Hand. Carpenter lands a right hand.
Carpenter just searches for the right hand. Finds it on the out of position Zack Hand. Ooh, my Lanta, these boys are getting wild.
Tell you what, Hand is getting back in this fight though.
Hand doing a good job in the clinch.
Got to keep his guard up though. Jace Carpenter saying that he got hit low once again. Chris Hill did not think so. Right hand from Carpenter lands on the ear.
Tries to put a head kick.
Hand really throwing up those kicks from unique spots. Oh,
spin back fist as the round expires.
Wow.
We got us a scrap here, boys. If we can keep them punches and knees from heading too far south, I think we got a good one.
Yeah, Chris Hill did not think that second one was low. Jace Carpenter certainly feels like it was. That knee right there was clean. Good right hand over the top from Carpenter, Carpenter in return.
Yeah, and Zack Hand having success in the clinch. Again, it's a lot of clinching for the rule set that I thought that we were fighing. But shots, never know exactly what's going on out there. Good action from both guys, sharp stuff. A lot of activity. Zack Hand having all the success within the clinch, pushing the knees into the belly. Really, Jace Carpenter, not many answers. That head kick comes close as they break from the clinch.
You know, it's going to depend on how the refs or the judges see those knees. I do feel like that was a round for Carpenter, but Hand had some moments for sure.
It was a close round. I'm happy I'm not judging.
Yeah, very close round.
What are we even judging? Is this a modified Muay Thai fight? Is this K1 rules? What?
Yeah, tons of knees landed. Obviously, the right hand for Jace Carpenter was his highlight in the first round, as it normally is.
Straight right hand, body head. Oh, huge looping right hand. High kick skips off the guard of Carpenter. Looking for the looping right hand again.
Nearly went for the takedown there. Zack Hand once again throwing a kick upstairs.
That kick came close. Zack Hand, a talented young striker.
Good jab from Carpenter.
Nate Blundell, not the fight, baby boy. We'll get you an MMA fight here for too long. Nice kick to the body, left hook. Skips off the chin of Zack Hand. Another right hand off the guard. Knee up the middle.
Carpenter starting to build some momentum here in the middle point of round number 2.
This a fight, this a fight.
Zack Hand will have a point taken away from him. It's interesting because you let it go that entire first round, kind of allows Hand to feel like it's okay, even though it's technically not.
What the F is going on? Step back cross, left hook from Jace Carpenter. Keep up the middle, right hand behind it, looping overhand right, left hook. Zack Hand stumbling back to the fence. Big right hand again.
Jace Carpenter starting to tee off here in the latter stages of round number 2. Another spinning back fist from Hand. Ten seconds away from the third round for the first time tonight.
Beautiful head movement from Jace Carpenter right hand. We got a fight here, boys.
Yeah, pretty good scrap between Carpenter and Hand. Certainly a round that's going to go to Jace Carpenter. Really got things going. Hand didn't offer up near as much without the knees available to him in the clinch, and Jace Carpenter capitalizing on it.
Yeah, Jace Carpenter having a strong round. Also the point deduction from Zack Hand. Could be a 10-8 round, unfortunately, because it's a well-matched, you know, definitely should be a 10-9. Good body kick there. Zack Hand able to peel it out, and left hook scores from Jace Carpenter. Straight right hand. I mean, just beautiful boxing work from Carpenter. Hand, kind of a more complete game, definitely more of a kickboxer, having his moments as well. But thus far, the theme of the night, the boys that can box are getting it done.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Look, even if Hand did win that first round, he loses the second with the point deduction. He's going to be down here. This fight could essentially be well in favor of Carpenter, depending on how the judges saw that first round. So Hand, either way, has some work to do in this third and final round.
Keep up the middle from Carpenter, just to let him know I can kind of kick two ripping right hand over the top from Jace Carpenter. Beautiful cross.
And he does a really good job following up those kicks with the right hand. Some good jabs there from Zack Hand.
Ooh. Sharp jab from Carpenter. Disrupts the base. A jab from Zack Hand, double jab, uppercut. Big right hand from Hand. Hands from Hands.
Nice kick to the body there from Hand as well. Zack Hand starting to even things up a little bit here in this third round. Looking for that spin turn kick off of that break, and that's kind of a creative place to look for it.
Jace Carpenter trying to loop those right hands in over the guard of Zack Hand.
He has to be careful after he throws those spinning attacks, though, because he just kind of gives up as he's walking away.
And he's out of position, yeah.
Yeah.
We've already seen Carpenter. He kind of hunted him down with a cross earlier off of a errant kick. Carpenter really not dealing with the clinch. Young man.
Jace saying he got hit low once again. Chris Hill allowing things to continue. Zack Hand starting to land some shots. Carpenter appears to be in some real pain.
Needs to create some distance, try and make something happen. The cowbell lets us know 10 seconds remain. Oh, nice body work here from Carpenter as the round is close to its expiration. Beautiful stuff, good optics from young Jace Carpenter.
Yeah, really good way to finish that third round for Carpenter. One that Hand maybe appeared to be winning as we approach the final 10 seconds, but Carpenter certainly got his licks back there as the round finished up. The point deduction will loom large here. There's no doubt about that. Very likely a 10-8 round for Jace Carpenter in that second.
Get Jace for it.
I'm just curious to see how the judges look at all the knees that were landed by Hand in this fight. There was a ton of them. Great effort by both fellas. For the first time tonight, we have gone the distance. It took us until our fifth fight of the night to finally get a full 3 rounds, and we'll go to the judges for the first time. And the judges really do have their work cut out for them on this one. It was a close contest.
It was a close contest. The point deduction, I mean, at worst, I think we could see a draw here.
Yeah.
But good fight from both guys. The first good fight of the night, to be perfectly honest, and we needed one. So good on the boys.
Yeah, we've seen some quick finishes here tonight at AKA 54. Not that they weren't good fights, but they were quick finishes with some fighters displaying some really good skill that ended fights quickly. But these two go to war, go the distance, and they'll now await the judges. Taking a while for the judges to tally up the scorecards as well. Dynamite has the judges' cards in his hands. He is up the steps. Time to declare a winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of fantastic kickboxing action, we are going to the judges' scorecard. Ladies and gentlemen, judge number 1 scores this bout even, 28-28. Judge number 2 scores this bout 29-27 in favor of the red corner, Carpenter. Your third and final judge scores this bout 29-27, declaring your winner by majority decision. Fighting out of the red corner, Jace Carpenter.
Jace Carpenter does have his hand raised at the end of this one. You know, the point deduction, really a big thing here for Zack Hand, but it is Jace Carpenter who gets it done. He's going to move to 2-0 as an amateur kickboxer. And the weapon, once again, Matt, that right hand.
A good showing from Zack Hand. Yeah, Jace Carpenter's night. It was a close fight. It was a good contest. But I'd like to see Zack Hand back in here in the MMA realm. And same thing for my boy, young Jace Carpenter as well. This kid's a stud. Let's fight some fights, Jace. I know we got a job, but baby boy, we can go make some money for real.
He's fought 2 times this month, so he's clearly trying to get active out there. And he'll leave this month 2-0. Great work by Jace Carpenter. I'd love to see them both back in there doing some mixed martial arts the next time we see them. But a great kickboxing matchup there between Hand and Carpenter.
Here we go, fight fans, moving right along with your next bout of the evening. That will be the end of our preliminary portion of the card. It's on to the undercard here at AKA 54. This next bout goes down inside the welterweight division. 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action, sponsored by EMD. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Tracy Craig.
Tracy Craig ready to make the walk for the second time as an amateur as he steps into the cage with Echepata Abenafound for this welterweight matchup. Craig is a jiu-jitsu practitioner representing Brotherhood MMA, checking in at 5'8", 167 pounds out of Atlanta, Texas. What more can you tell us about Tracy Craig, Matt?
I feel like my boy's trying to get on my good side with his walkout song. Nah, Tracy Craig, a young man, a solid athlete. I mean, a specimen of a man. He's got a ways to go as far as his grappling prowess. I think last time facing Derek Campbell was just overmatched in the grappling department, but so physical and even able to just kind of scramble out of positions that he shouldn't have been able to just because he's a strong fella. And I hear he's got a good natural pair of paws on him, knows how to move his hands well and get him going. I think this is a good matchup for him to do just that.
Yeah, he fell in his debut to Derek Campbell, who we saw earlier tonight, who moved to 2-0 as an amateur. Got finished in the second round via strikes. He'll be looking to right that wrong here tonight against Echepata Abenafound. Both fighters coming in 0-1, so one of these two guys will leave the cage here tonight with their first victory as an amateur. But Tracy Craig, a really well-built young man. Excited to see him get back out there for the second time. He has cleared the commission check down spot, and he is headed to the cage for the second time.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, show your love for his opponent. Here is Echepata Abenafound.
Echepata Abenafound, a striker representing Global Fitness, 5'9", 171.5 pounds, out of Alexandria, Louisiana, by way of Cameroon. Here is Echepata Abenafound, whose brother has fought for us quite a few times, had some success here. Echepata trying to follow in his footsteps.
They're just copy-pastes of each other, those two, and Echepata, the older of the two actually, which is not what I thought it was. I'm happy they both have different hairstyles now. My boy AG looking more like Cisco nowadays, got a little blonde cut on him, so I can tell the difference between them. But yeah, my boy coming out here trying to right his wrong. Last time he came out, he faced off against Spencer Turner. It was a good fight, but he came up short that night. I think this is a good one for him to bounce back. Both of these guys very evenly matched. Similar background, similar skill sets. Looking forward to it.
Echepata representing Global Fitness, Alan Gray, one of the hometown heroes here. There's his brother with the blonde hair now, Agbor Abenafound.
Got Brandon Shavers in his corner. Bare knuckle boxer, stud.
Yeah, Brandon Shavers has had a ton of success throughout the course of his career. One of the favorites in the area. Echepata going through the commission check down spot. Abenafound is into the cage, and we are ready to go with Echepata Abenafound and Tracy Craig.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action inside the AKA welterweight division. This fight being brought to you by EMD. And now, introducing your first fighter. Fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner representing Brotherhood MMA. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 167 pounds. Fighting out of Atlanta, Texas, here is Tracy Craig. And now, introducing his opponent. Fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a striker representing Global Fitness here in Alexandria. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 171.5 pounds. Fighting out of Alexandria, Louisiana, by way of Bajou, Cameroon. Here is Echepata, Abenafound.
Welterweight matchup, Chris Hill back in there to referee this one.
Ooh, and a right hand sits. Tracy Craig, big right leg behind it, stiffens Tracy Craig up, and that's all she wrote. We're not 10 seconds into the first round. Agbor jumping off the cage, lighting up the crowd real quick. My goodness, what a sequence.
What an unbelievable moment for Echepata Abenafound. A quick finish. Right hand drops Tracy Craig.
Craig's on his way up. This is a legal kick. Not a problem with it in the world. Sends Tracy Craig to the nether regions.
And then for good measure, a backflip off the cage.
My boy Spider-Man.
Wow. What a moment for Echepata Abenafound. Another quick finish here at AKA 54.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 9 seconds in the very first round, declaring your winner by way of knockout. Let's hear it for Echepata Abenafound.
Absolutely electric. Echepata Abenafound gets the quick finish. The celebration was equally as impressive. And Echepata will leave here tonight with his first victory. Got it done in about 15 seconds. Another quick fight.
9 seconds.
9 seconds. Oh my. What a finish. That was one of the more exciting sequences I've seen in a while. I think when you put the celebration on the end of it, what an exclamation. There's his brother Agbor, Brandon Shavers with him. He's dangerous, Matt.
Whoa, that was wild.
We might be out of here by 9 o'clock the way we're rolling.
We go, fight fans, moving right along with your next bout of the evening. This fight goes down inside the AKA bantamweight division and is brought to you by Tempest Utility Consulting. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Alex Gurovich.
Captain Russia, Alex Gurovich, a Muay Thai practitioner. He also does some combat sambo, excuse me. Representing Iron Forge MMA, 5'9", 136.5 pounds. Out of Austin, Texas, by way of Moscow, Russia. Here is Captain Russia, Alex Gurovich. What more can you tell us about Alex?
Alex Gurovich, 44 years young. Difficult to match these guys who get up there south of 40 and, I'm sorry, north of, these guys that get up there north of 40. It's difficult sometimes to find matchups for them, but here in Marksville, Louisiana, we do have another young fella in Shawn Smith who is willing to meet him, and about equal age. Neither of these guys, I believe, have won a fight as of yet competitively, but tough dudes. And, you know, anytime guys want to get out there and compete, we want to do our best to facilitate it. And young Alex Gurovich, training out of Iron Forge MMA, dude just, trains with some good guys and holds his own and is well aware of how to compete and express some martial arts prowess. So looking forward to seeing this one. We'll have a combined age of 83 years old, I believe, between these two gentlemen. But don't let that fool you. They about to bring it.
And now, put your hands together for his opponent. Please welcome to the cage, Shawn Smith.
Shawn Smith, one of the favorites around here, a jiu-jitsu practitioner representing Tracy United of Avoyelles. 5'5", 136 3/4 pounds. Out of Simmsport, Louisiana. What more can you tell us about Shawn Smith?
Not that much. We've seen him fight a couple of times here, and tough young man. Definitely more of a grappler. Actually does have a win. That's back in 2010. But Shawn Smith, one of those guys who he was in the cage back in the day when I was getting started, and took a long layoff, came back. And fought for us here fairly recently. He fought Owen Elkins. I don't think that was the last time we were here, but maybe the time before that. And Shawn Smith, just a tough guy, always in everybody's inbox, in AKA's inbox, asking for a fight, asking to find somebody. These two guys just so similar in age, it only made sense. So why not?
I had the wrong Tapology pulled up, so I threw you a curveball there. It would not have been a surprise to see him get a win back in 2010.
No, I do believe that
was the same one.
I do believe that's the same one. I think it's the same guy. His just because there's been so much time between them.
Sure.
Yeah, I believe in 2010. Let me see what event that
was. That
was.
one's just out of Texas, so.
Yeah, still possible. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly, but Shawn Smith been around for a long time. I've been familiar with him ever since, like, we followed each other on Facebook for 17 years.
MySpace
so my boy,
friends.
MySpace, exactly. He was in my top 8.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action inside the AKA bantamweight division. This fight being brought to you by Tempest Utility Consulting. And now, introducing your first fighter. Fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai style fighter and well-versed in combat sambo. He is representing Iron Forge MMA. Standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 136 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Austin, Texas, by way of Moscow, Russia. Here is Captain Russia, Alex Gurovich. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner representing Tracy United of Avoyelles. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 136 3/4 pounds. Fighting out of Simmsport, Louisiana. Here is Shawn Smith.
Chris Hill back in there once again. And we're ready to get back to the action.
Little level change there by Gurovich, right hand behind it. These guys look like what somebody would cast in a movie about MMA.
Good call, nice calf kick there.
Big right hand, Gurovich gives up the double leg. Shawn Smith takes position. Okay.
Captain Russia trying to attack the neck.
Attacking the neck and trying to get his guard back simultaneously. Nice hips there, but Shawn able to re-attack and scores again. Butterfly hooks from Gurovich, trying to extend and create some space for himself. Almost gives up the mount, gets the other butterfly. Let's see if he can get this extended. Again on the front headlock. Attack.
Shawn Smith just real strong, able to hold the position so far.
Gurovich fishing for that guillotine, a man after my own heart.
Always a good time to jump the gilly, right?
Anytime, Shawn Smith, though. Good hips, too, by Gurovich, and Shawn Smith able to re-attack and stay attached and kind of win the scramble and take the position. But Alex Gurovich doing a good job of hip heisting and trying to create opportunities to stand. Shawn Smith just privy.
Halfway through round number 1. Spent most of the round with Smith on top.
Again, good stuff by Gurovich, addressing the head, covering the head, trying to create a stand-up, but Shawn Smith just shutting it down. Shawn Smith's corner asking him to pass to the right.
.45 seconds left to go here in round number 1.
Gurovich again. Gonna hip heist here, see if he can't get back to his feet. Uses the butterfly hooks more effectively that time. Gets back to the feet, does Gurovich. Sprawled out, knees up the middle. Good optics here by Alex Gurovich.
Gurovich looking for those knees. Final 10.
Gurovich separates and attempts some strikes. Decent tactics. Shawn Smith able to score a couple low kicks. Fishing for a single leg. Good wrestling attempts, though, from Shawn Smith.
Yeah, you could really see the wrestling prowess of Shawn Smith on display in the first round. Probably a round for Smith. Not a ton of action there, but he spent most of the round on top.
He sure did. Both guys coming out and kind of exchanging kicks. Gurovich in the middle of an exchange as Shawn Smith changes levels and scores the double leg and instantly passes to half guard, which is the position that most of the fight took place from. Gurovich instantly, though, trying to work to these butterfly hooks and get him going. Just took him pretty late into the round to actually extend them, create a moment for himself, off-balance Shawn Smith enough to get back to his feet, because most of the round was Shawn Smith just retaining position and staying heavy. But yeah, good competitive fight from the young fellas.
The young fellas giving us a good showing in round number 1. We're prepared for the second now.
Never thought I'd be hopeful for a third round.
Yeah. Almost every fight tonight has been finished in the first.
Big right hand from Gurovich, searching for it, but again, just a little overextended. Shawn Smith looking for that single leg in a crossface. This time Gurovich almost takes the back as they get to the ground. This is a better position for Alex. He needs to keep on. Good job by Shawn Smith to peek his arm around and establish the position here.
It was a good shot by Gurovich. Smith immediately got the takedown, and now we find ourselves here.
Gurovich just sent that right hand straight from Mother Russia.
Очень сильно.
My boy, for the motherland.
Привет to any of our Russian viewers out there tonight.
Oh,
Я говорю по-русски.
okay.
Очень
okay.
немного.
Let's see. Shawn Smith steps over into mount. And Shawn just being tough, being grimy, grappling, making smart decisions. Gurovich being tough, but so far it's been Shawn Smith who's been able to display his grappling. Gurovich trying to kick off the cage and create some space.
Smith just winning these scrambles right now.
Another front headlock attempt here. Shawn Smith looking to maybe step over. Thought he was thinking Peruvian necktie there for a second. Good stuff, good pressure. Shawn Smith fighting smart.
Now starting to get some shots going here, land some damage.
Alex Gurovich kind of looking for a Granby, gives up his back, and now Shawn Smith seeking a finish.
Looks like it's gonna be tough from that position. See if he can lock this in. Right now, Gurovich has that left hand trap, though.
He does, but he has to pay attention to the choking arm. Shawn Smith doing a good job, yep. Locking up the body triangle.
Body triangle, yeah.
Body lock, body triangle, same thing. Now he's using that body triangle to extend the leg. Gurovich trying to isolate that bottom foot, see if he can't break that body triangle, unable to.
30 seconds left to work here for Smith. Let's see if he can find a finish. Needs to get that hand free. I feel like if he does, he can finish this off.
This is a tough position to deal with, but if you're at a good gym that drills through these bad spots, you should have some things that you go to. Even with the foot on top there are escapes, and these things are viral right now. Gurovich doing a good job, though, right there, trying to get the foot on the bottom. He's going to start to try to attack the lock now. And that's the thing he needed to do. It's just late in the round, and Shawn Smith kind of able to take the back and secure a position and probably grind out that round a little bit.
Yeah, I would say so. A lot of control time so far for Shawn Smith. He has been in control so far through 2 rounds. I think it's Smith with 2 rounds in his favor thus far. Gurovich going to need to find a finish, but right now he's got to deal with the takedown attempts of Shawn Smith because he can't spend another 3 minutes on his back.
I think if Alex could defend a takedown,
yeah.
I mean, it seems to me that he does have the advantage on the feet. He's just not really had a chance to get it going thus far.
Really, one of the only strikes we've seen landed in this entire fight was at the beginning of the 2nd round from Gurovich. Let's see if he can keep it on the feet here and let the hands go.
Just a heat-seeking missile. Let's see if he goes back to that right hand.
3rd and final round. Smith likely up 2-0. Gurovich will need to find something.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this.
Looking for the front headlock. This time Gurovich scoring the takedown. Let's see what he can do from the top position. Shawn Smith has looked like a pretty competent grappler.
Very much so.
Establishing position, doing things correctly.
I can hear his corner saying, don't give up your back, Shawn.
Shawn kind of fishing for that. Kimura gets his guard back at least. Gurovich looking for some strikes from the top position. I like this from Gurovich. He needs to be fighting with some urgency. He's got to know that there's a good chance that he's down 2. Shawn Smith just doing a good job here of being grimy.
He's got to watch that neck, though. Gurovich has been looking for it the entire fight.
Time stepping around, looking for a different lock here. Not a traditional guillotine.
Smith trying to fight the hands.
Gurovich sprawling here, doing a good job. A little fence grab there for your troubles, no big deal. Shawn Smith needing that takedown, eats a knee.
Yeah, the knees are there. He's going to land another.
You can tell Gurovich wants this.
Yes, he does.
Just the softest of knees to the top of the head.
He's kind of tapping him with those knees.
Yeah, I could knee you real hard, you know.
Just over a minute left to go in this 3rd and final round. Will we see the judges once again, or can Gurovich maybe find a
Gurovich
finish?
Just a little too high there. Shawn Smith just being savvy, dumping him over the top. It's going to be tough for Gurovich to get a finish going from half guard.
Going to need to find a Hail Mary here if he wants to win this fight. 40 seconds left. Final 30. Shawn Smith once again into the guard of Gurovich.
Gurovich with a decent attempt here. Yeah, the
triangle's about all he's got left at this point.
seconds, just so short of time here. A good battle by these young fellas. Combined age of 83 years old in that cage.
I'll tell you what, though, they left it all out there. Great fight between Gurovich and Shawn Smith. Very good scrap. Got a chance to see a lot of grappling and wrestling in that one. And for just the second time tonight, we have gone the distance. We'll send it to the judges. I've got it 2-1 in favor of Shawn Smith. He just had so much control time in that first round. Really did a good job. Especially in the second. He gave Gurovich nothing to work with outside of that first shot that was landed.
Agreed.
Judges over here to our left tallying up the scores. I want to give a quick shout out to a couple of our sponsors. 100% Chiropractic of Lake Charles. Of course, the Paragon Casino and Resort. Mammoth Coolers, Bayou Wraps, Lane Yap Adventures, EMD, Holloway Outdoors and Marine, Bentley's Automotive, DSP, Arclitex Tents and Events, Effective Digital Marketing, and Legendary Clothing Brand. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors that help us put on these great shows here at American Combat Alliance. Dynamite has the judge's decision in his hand, and we are ready to declare a winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of hooking and jamming, scooping and slamming, hanging and banging, we are going to the judges' scorecard. Ladies and gentlemen, judge number 1 has scored this bout 29-28, blue corner. Judge number 2 has scored this bout 29-28, red corner. Your third and final judge has scored this bout 29-28 in favor of your winner by split decision. Fighting in the blue corner, Captain Russia, Alex Gurovich.
Alex Gurovich gets the win via split decision. Captain Russia comes out of here with the victory.
I guess the judges don't like grappling.
Apparently not. You know, the only thing I can think of, Matt, is that they gave him that second round because of the right hand that he landed potentially. I don't know. I saw it differently. I think you saw it differently as well. But we're not the judges here tonight.
That's right. I could see the third round for young Gurovich.
Yeah, for sure. I had it Gurovich in the third.
All in all, good fight, good competition.
Fight.
Both guys, I think they did what they set out to do, and they fought hard and gave it their best. Unfortunate for Shawn Smith. I thought he did enough to get his hand raised, but congratulations to young Alex Gurovich.
Alex Gurovich picking up the win here tonight. He gets it done via split decision. Dynamite showing off the dance moves, as he always does. I dare any MC in the game to step to Dynamite, because he's going to show him up every single time.
And here we go, fight fans, moving right along with your next bout of the evening. 3 rounds inside the AKA welterweight division. This fight being sponsored by Mammoth Coolers. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Elijah Watkins.
Ready now for Elijah Watkins, mixed martial arts practitioner representing Team 515, 6'1", 169 pounds, out of Longview, Texas, and as you saw, is going to have a 7.5-inch reach advantage in this fight. The taller fighter, the longer fighter. What more can you tell us, Matt Schnell?
Yeah, Elijah Watkins, one of these young studs from Team 515. We've seen guys, you know, Derek Campbell and the J.K. McIntosh, And this young group, Will Smith of 515 athletes, they've come on strong. I've not yet laid eyes on Elijah. He's a long, gangly fella. Mama's been close to his side all week long. I'm giddy to see what's going to happen with this matchup.
Well, one thing that we know for sure, the Team 515 guys always come prepared for war. Very, very skillful gym. And their next product, Elijah Watkins, ready to make the walk, and he's really a specimen. 6'1", he's got the 78-inch reach.
He's got a Thailand tattoo on his shoulder, so I don't know what that means, but
Might have been getting some Muay Thai work in over there. I'm excited just to see another Team 515 guy get out there. They always show up very well.
This young crop has been something else, and it's been a long time coming. Like you said, Team 515, somewhat of an institution in that East Texas, North Louisiana area. I mean, I grew up watching Derek Krantz just beat up so many men all across the Arklatex, and he always set the pace and set the tone, and he's always had a good group of guys. Kevin Aguilar, even guys like Michael
And
Murphy.
now, please welcome his opponent to the cage. Put your hands together for Tashan Moodley.
Almost my cousin, Tashan Moodley.
My boy.
Yeah, there we go. Mixed martial arts practitioner representing Global Fitness, 5'7.5", 171 pounds, out of Alexandria, Louisiana, by way of Johannesburg, South Africa. Here is Tashan Moodley. Excited to see Tashan get out there here tonight. Saw him once before. No, excuse me, I think he was scheduled to fight for us. Never actually happened. He is 0-1 as an amateur. Tonight we will see him for the first time.
Tashan, a fellow that's been on cards of ours before, but fights just never really stuck together for him. This matchup did, as he's making his way to the cage. But Tashan, one of these Global Fitness guys from around the way in Alexandria, Louisiana, got AG Abenafound in his corner. He's got our boy Andrew Garrett in the corner as well. You know, I've been bending Andrew Garrett's ear. We're going to get him back in there
for sure
before too long as well.
Yeah, still our champion, Andrew Garrett.
I don't think he ever fought for the title, but he might next. I'll tell you what.
Okay, that's right.
Maybe that's a little bit of,
you're right.
yeah.
He's been running through the ranks here. I thought he'd. That's my bad. I thought he'd come on.
He should have. He should have.
Yes.
And I think we've tried to. We just haven't been able to find a worthy adversary for him. But I think we got one. We got one potentially on the docket. So love to get Andrew Garrett back in it. Again, two gyms, 515 Global Fitness. These places, they've been around for a long time, and it's always fun to see them face off against each other.
Yeah. Right now it's about Tashan Moodley.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action inside the AKA welterweight division. This fight being brought to you by Mammoth Coolers. And now, introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the Bayou Ramps blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist representing Team 515. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 169 pounds. Fighting out of Longview, Texas, here is Elijah Watkins. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist representing Global Fitness here in Alexandria. He stands 5 feet 7½ inches tall, weighing in at 171 pounds. Fighting out of Alexandria, Louisiana, by way of Johannesburg, South Africa, here is Tashan Moodley.
Ready for our 8th fight of the night here at AKA 54. Basil Bam Bam Majub back in with the assignment. And Moodley comes out with a kick right to the gut. Oh, nice right hand as well.
Teeps from my boy. Teeps from down.
Teeps on teeps, brother.
He's got the right build for it. No doubt about it. Sharp jab there from Elijah Watkins. Tashan kicks out the lead leg of Watkins. Body, head. Watkins getting his clinch, turning the corner, getting off the cage, delivering some thunderous body kicks. Teep up the middle again, spamming that teep.
He's got to watch that right hand of Moodley, though. Looks like we have an eye poke here.
I mean,
tons of kicks from Watkins early on, though. Moodley opened up with one, and then Watkins said, oh, is that what we're doing? And he's been spamming them since. Looks like Moodley called a finger to the eye.
Possibly. I didn't, you know, it's not my eyes out there getting poked, but.
You know, one thing I'll say, we rarely see eye pokes. You know, you see them a lot in the UFC. We don't see them too often here.
Yeah, you really don't. Not exactly sure.
Do you think that is a veteran move? The more I'm thinking about it, I'm not trying to open up a can of worms here, but is it some, like...
I think it has to do with even the gloves. Like, even if you look at, it's not like our gloves are expensive or super nice. They're RDX gloves, but they have a curve to them, and I think that is a big thing. If even consider this, and I've made this point so many times, in the UFC, what is the difference in the eye poke count between women fights and men fights? Because they wear a different glove. I know because I wear women's gloves when I fight. The women's glove have a curve to them. They have a shorter cuff. And because of that, I think they're less likely to produce eye pokes, whereas the men's glove, it like makes your hand straighten out. It's kind of a strange thing. But, yeah, that's my TED Talk.
Well, I appreciate it. Obviously, that was something I was just curious about, something that came to my mind, thinking we rarely ever see them here at American Combat Alliance. Of course, the UFC's very own Matt Danger Schnell. How many fights do you have under your belt in the UFC
16.
now? 16
17,
fights.
17 in June,
17
baby.
coming up. Let's go. Have you ever sustained a bad eye poke?
I'm sure. Yeah, I can't recall in a fight, but I always tell the boys, like, it's a punch. It's a punch unless the ref says it's not.
Sure,
you know, like if you get poked in the eye, and they even said in the rules meeting, they talk about calling your own fouls, and it's just like, my boy, if it happened, it happened. I get it, but you got to fight through sometimes, and eye pokes are difficult to deal with. But sometimes guys get punched in the eye, and they think like, my eye got hurt, so it's a foul. It's like, nah. Big
back to the
calf
action.
kick. This is a good fight. He's spamming that right knee up the center. Is Elijah. Low kick, teep up the middle. Nice, sharp 1-2, 1-2 down the center line.
Oh, that was a nice right hand that really clipped Watkins. Tell you what, Moodley's boxing looks great.
It really does. He's nice and short and choppy with his punches. And Elijah Watkins' chin doesn't move much. Watkins looking to grapple a little bit, change up the pace.
Moodley trying to scrape Watkins off here. Halfway through round number one.
Big looping right hand, left hook.
Yeah, Watkins really has to pay attention to that right hand from Moodley. It looks very dangerous.
Watkins doing a good job using that frame to turn Tashan Moodley to the fence. That's the second or third time he's done it. Just utilizing his length. He's not the guy that has the mass in there, but he's using his leverage pretty competently. Looping the hands in. Elijah Watkins' chin in the air, just getting scored on. Big takedown. 40 seconds here in the first round.
Watkins back to his feet pretty effortlessly.
Not sure how they got there.
And right back down to the mat as Moodley's going to end up on top once again in full mount now. 30 seconds for him to work here from this position. See if he can rain down some ground and pound.
Moodley doing a good job here. Fishing for a head and arm choke. Elijah Watkins needing to be careful.
He steps over. This is tight. Tough spot here for Watkins. Can he hold on? 5 seconds.
And he gets the tap. Beautiful stuff from Tashan. After getting poked in the eye, just storms back, scores the takedown, moves into mount, head and arm choke finish for Tashan Moodley. Trying to get a little jig going while his opponent's bowing to him.
I'm highly impressed by that finish because it looked like, you know, from the striking that we were seeing from Tashan Moodley, I'm thinking, hey, he wants to keep this fight on the feet, wants to win it there, gets the takedown, gets in the mount, and rather than going for the ground and pound, you know, sinks in the head and arm here, steps over. That's you're not getting out of that one. And with 5 seconds left to go in the round, Moodley gets the finish. That was really impressive stuff.
Beautiful finish too. Head and arm choke, not always an easy one to finish, especially on a guy who's a little scrawnier. And Tashan Moodley just applying the choke and putting the squeeze and getting the tap from Elijah Watkins. Your winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 2 minutes, 54 seconds in round number 1, declaring your winner, Tashan Moodley.
Tashan Moodley gets it done at the very end of the round, at the buzzer. It is March Madness. Perfect time to finish one off at the buzzer. Good stuff there by Tashan Moodley as he gets the submission finish. The head and arm choke to finish things off here against Elijah Watkins. And I'll tell you what, he's going to be a real problem if he's got submissions like that along with that striking. Pretty exciting fighter. So Tashan Moodley will leave here tonight 1-0 as he gets the finish. And we move forward now with our main event of the undercard, Trey Duhan and Will Smith. One of the more exciting fights on our undercard and prelims. I'm really looking forward to this one.
Here we go, fight fans, moving right along with the next bout of the evening. This fight goes down inside the AKA middleweight division, a catchweight of 180 pounds. This fight being brought to you by our friends right here in Marksville, Bentley's Automotive. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Will Smith.
Will Smith ready to get active again. This time it'll be at 180 pounds. Another one of those Team 515 products. 5'9", 177.5 pounds. Both guys had very similar measurables, as you saw. Each have a 70-inch reach. Duhan will be a couple inches taller. But Will Smith fighting out of Longview, Texas, representing Team 515. Ready to see him get back out there once again, Matt.
Yeah, last time we saw Will Smith out here, he had a piston of a jab, was able to sit his opponent down and just looked like an absolute unit. Kind of a soft-spoken guy, not much bravado to him, but I tell you what, a killer. And I think he's well built, looks the part. This is a good matchup. This is an exciting fight. Yeah, he's going to have to deal with some wrestling from young Trey Duhan, but...
And I am ready to see him try and deal with that. Last time we saw him take on Cason Charlton, it was really a steamroll by Will Smith. He, like you said, he had the jab going, hurt Charlton to the body, just kind of teed off on him, finished him off. And I'm ready to see if he can deal with a wrestler like Trey Duhan and see if there's a full skill set here for Will Smith, because there's no question about the boxing.
No doubt about it, no doubt about it. And I think if he can come out here and address a couple takedown attempts early, he will be able to get some momentum going.
Yeah, he was certainly teeing off on Cason Charlton their last matchup. Will Smith back in there for the second time, chasing a 2-0 start as an amateur.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for his opponent. Here is Trey Duhan.
Trey Duhan coming out to some Lil Wayne.
Why not, baby?
Louisiana's favorite, of course. Duhan representing Fight Fitness Academy. 6 foot tall, 179 3/4, out of Sulphur, Louisiana. Trey Duhan 1-0 as well as an amateur. He'll be looking to move to 2-0 here tonight.
Yeah, also coming off of somewhat of a steamrolling in his last time out. Trey Duhan, a guy that I've had my eye on for a little bit, wrestled at the NAIA, something like that.
NAIA. Trust me, I used to do NAIA baseball games. It's a tough thing to say over and over.
Twist it up over here, but my boy wrestled at the collegiate level, has a good amount of grappling to his game. Now he's over here boxing with the boys over in Sulphur, training with Jace Carpenter and Papa Carpenter right there, and putting it together as best he can. Came out of the cage the last time, looked me straight in the face and said, let's get back out there again as soon as possible. So we took him up on his offer and put him back out there.
It doesn't get much faster than 3 weeks later. We saw him back on March 7th. As Matt said, he steamrolled Julio Melendez rear naked choke in the first round, and he'll be looking to move to 2-0 here tonight. This is a great matchup. It really is. Both fighters 1-0. Both look dominant in their first fight. Two different skill sets. Just really excited for this one. I think it's probably our best matchup on the undercard and prelims here. And it's the main event of the undercard.
That's
for
right.
a reason.
For a reason. Shout out to Miss Amber. She does the matchup, she does the card makeup, and she always does a phenomenal job. And I think she's asked both of us before if we wanted a hand in it, and it's just like, I feel like you do, that's you do the job. For sure, she does a great job.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action inside the AKA middleweight division, a catchweight of 180 pounds. This fight being brought to you by Bentley's Automotive right here in Marksville. And now, introducing your first fighter. Fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist representing Team 515. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 177 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Longview, Texas, here is Will Smith. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist representing the Fight Fitness Academy. He stands 6 feet even, weighing in at 179 3/4 pounds. Fighting out of Sulphur, Louisiana, here is Trey Duhan.
Ready to cap off the undercard, Trey Duhan, Will Smith. Clash of styles as both look to move to 2-0 as amateurs.
Southpaw stance from Duhan, chin in the air, right hook. Finds its target. Good feint from Duhan. Outside low kick. Big right hand comes very close. Duhan eats some punches on his way in, changes level and looks for the takedown attempt.
Yeah, had to eat some shots coming in, but now he's going to secure the takedown. Will Smith tried to grab a hold of the neck. Duhan's going to end up on top, right into half guard.
You got to know Duhan's going to be a unit on top as well. Very heavy, good hip pressure, using his underhook. Just taking the wind from the sails of Will Smith.
Yeah, Duhan able to get it right where he wants this fight. You don't want to stand with Will Smith. You can see
I mean, he's got some pop.
Yeah, he's quick too. But Duhan has the fight where he wants it now. 2 minutes to work from the top.
Duhan doing a good job of using shoulder pressure here, keeping his opponent flat to the mat, not letting him move his hips left and right. Get his guard going, get his guard back. Beautiful pass here. Duhan steps over into a crucifix position, getting to work from the crucifix, but Will Smith just strong.
Goodness. Just bench pressing him. Halfway through round number 1. Duhan once again trying to pin that arm. Really a unique position here.
Crucifix again for Trey Duhan.
back in the half guard. 1 minute to go in this first. I'd like to see Duhan do something with this. Looks like he's got a hold of the neck, but I don't think he's going to do it from this position.
No, it's going to be hard to get the squeeze appropriately from there.
45 seconds left to work. He's trying to pin that arm. There it is once again. Duhan has been in control. He had a couple shots on the way in, but excuse me, trying to secure the takedown.
Will Smith
He's been in control
needing to shrimp out, needing to create some. And Duhan taking the back viciously, flattening out Will Smith here and punching him in the ears, and gets a finishes with the ground and pound there. I mean, not a lot of unanswered shots. Felt like Will Smith was trying to fight out of it, but Trey Duhan gets the finish from the back position.
Elite stuff here by Duhan. Smith, I mean, he was just right on him. Smith was trying to get up immediately onto the back from Duhan, flattened him out, and just started raining down shots. That's quite a few unanswered shots right there. I thought initially maybe that was premature. Watching it back, that's quite a few shots. And they're going to keep coming for the next 15 seconds, too. That's the thing.
And they are amateurs,
yes,
and I'm not totally mad at it. Will Smith was fighting out of the position.
Yeah, it was close.
Good stuff by Trey Duhan. Will Smith has nothing to hang his head about.
Ladies and gentlemen, our
we'll get the young
referee
man
has
back out
called a
there as well.
stoppage to the action at 2 minutes 49 seconds in round number 1, declaring a winner, Trey Duhan.
Certainly not an effort to hang your head about if you're Will Smith. Gonna have to deal with guys like Trey Duhan, though. These elite wrestlers. Great work by Trey Duhan. He's gonna move to 2-0 here tonight, and he looks so good at times, Matt.
He really is a problem, young Trey Duhan.
That's going to finish off our undercard. Trey Duhan picks up the win and moves to 2-0. Will Smith will fall to 1-1. Another quick finish here tonight at AKA 54. We are rolling right along. We've only gone to the judges twice tonight.
We're trying to get these patrons out in the casino.
Get them out there to Club Mazaz. Yeah, the after
party. That was the plan.
Yeah, that's what it is. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. We've got your main card coming. Andrew Lavergne, Codie Williams for the Amateur Lightweight Championship when we return.
All right, DJ MP3, let's pull that down a little bit. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I could have all your attention, please. Right here in the middle, folks. Now, right now, we've got a very special portion of our program carved out tonight for a very special person. It's someone we want to honor. He couldn't be here with us tonight, but he's watching right now at home, and I'm speaking directly to him. Ladies and gentlemen, once in a generation, once in a lifetime, somebody comes along, they touch so many lives, and they leave an indelible mark on the lives of so many. I'm going to honor that man right now here tonight. That is Mr. James G.T. Georgetown. James was the original matchmaker here at AKA, helping to grow this organization to what it has become now. For over 40 years, James Georgetown has participated in combat sports all throughout the South as a fighter, as a coach, as a gym owner, as a matchmaker, and an all-around mentor to so many men and women. Ladies and gentlemen, he has coached and brought more athletes from Louisiana to the UFC than any other person in the history of Louisiana combat sports. And right now, I'd like everyone to please stand up and give me a thunderous round of applause. GT's at home right now in the fight of his life. James, Old Dynamite, everybody here at the Paragon, AKA, we love you, my friend. Folks, he has touched my life in so many ways. I have worked with James at so many promotions throughout my career. He is one hell of a man, and he has shaped so many in this room and this sport. GT, we love you, brother. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick pause for the cause, our final intermission of the evening. Get ready, because when we come back, we've got 3 fights left on our main card, the Amateur Lightweight Championship, and then 2 professional bouts, all culminating with Jesse Roberts defending his home turf here against Shaheen Santana. Miss Susan was one of the first hires ever here at the Paragon Casino. She has been here for over 30 years, making sure each and every person that comes through these doors has a blessed and wonderful time. You will not find a more lovely or kind lady on God's green earth than Miss Susan Parker. And guess what, folks? Tonight is her birthday, so I want you all to join me right now. We are going to sing Miss Susan a very happy birthday. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Susan. Happy birthday to you. I've got one more person in the house we want to recognize right now as well. He came to join us here tonight. We're so glad to have him, a TikTok influencer, social media star, and the father of the worldwide sensation, Miss Addison Rae. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Monty Lopez. All right, now we're going to take that intermission, and I'm going to cut loose this bad man in the back on the 1s and 2s, bringing these funky-ass beats to all of yous. My man, DJ MP3. All right, so how about it out here, Paragon? You guys having a good time tonight? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What in the blue hell was that? We in Marksville, Louisiana. We at the Paragon. It's a Louisiana Saturday night. We gonna get down to fiddle. We gonna get down to bow. We gonna kick off them shoes and throw them on the floor, right? Here's what I need. We gonna make a little noise. We gonna make some noise so mighty they gonna hear us in heaven. So here's what I want, folks. On the count of 3, I want every man, woman, and child, top to bottom, left to right, all the way around. We're gonna blow the roof off the Paragon. I wanna hear you on the count of 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now that's how you get it done, people. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, moving right along with your next bout of the evening, and it will be for the AKA Amateur Lightweight Championship. This fight is being brought to you by Holloway Marine and Outdoors. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Codie Williams.
Time for our main card of AKA 54 Amateur Lightweight Championship on the line. And we welcome Codie Williams to the stage. He's got a mixed martial artist down here, but we know he does a lot of kickboxing. 7-5 as a kickboxer, 1-0 as an MMA practitioner. Representing Ethos Mixed Martial Arts, 6'2", checked in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Tyler, Texas by way of Athens, Texas. Here is Codie Williams, and just made the transition over to mixed martial arts. Got a win in his last fight. And there was, I expect to see a lot of striking. There was some wrestling in there as well, some takedowns, so I do think he has a complete skill set.
Yeah, I mean, he trains at Ethos, and those guys, they do everything. I have no doubt that he's fully capable of everything that mixed martial arts is. And facing a tough test tonight in Andrew Lavergne, but, I mean, this young man's a tough test for Lavergne as well. A tall, long, rangy, 155-pound fighter who uses his frame very effectively. Is good with the jab, has good long-range weapons, and I believe tonight he's going to try and keep Andrew Lavergne at range, fighting in a realm that he's most comfortable in.
Went the distance against Louis Madrona back in January and picked up his first win as a mixed martial artist. We've been trying to get Codie Williams on the card for a while now. He is also one of the striking coaches over at Ethos. So not only is he practicing, he's coaching these guys, and we've seen some real talented dudes come out of Ethos, so excited to see what Codie Williams can do here tonight. He's got a chance to walk out of here with some gold strapped around his waist if he can get through Andrew Lavergne and move to 2-0 as an amateur mixed martial artist.
And now, put your hands together for his opponent. Please welcome to the cage, Andrew Lavergne.
He is the truth, Andrew Lavergne, a mixed martial artist with a record of 5-2 as an amateur, representing the Shed Training Grounds and the War Training Center. 6'1", 155 pounds. Normally a 45er has come up to fight for this title out of Lafayette, Louisiana, and he's really been on a heater as of late, Matt.
Absolutely been on a heater. This kid is game, has a real skill set, takes training seriously, travels quite a bit. I see him quite a bit in Houston, Texas, training over at War Training Center with Copley and Jeremy Mahon, showing love to his family there as he enters the cage. I mean, this kid's got it all. Handsome as the day is long. Can grapple, can strike. He's already faced a little adversity, come up short a time or two, been submitted, and he knows exactly what his shortcomings are, and he's constantly whittling away and trying to improve. And I mean, this is exactly the type of young kid that we look to, and, you know, the writing's on the wall. If he can continue down the path that he's on, he has a very bright future, and I urge him not to take things too quickly and get too far ahead of himself, bite off more than he can chew. Let's take it one fight at a time, and tonight he's got a tall test figuratively, literally figuratively standing in front of him in Codie Williams. This kid is game as well and a seasoned kickboxer, and Andrew Lavergne told me that Codie Williams will be the first one to shoot, so I thought that was quite the statement.
Well, I'll tell you what, when you talk about committed to the game, Andrew Lavergne has been committed to the game. I talked to him on the AKA podcast this past week, and he's been sleeping on the couch at the War Training Center. That's how serious he is about this right now.
Here we go, fight fans. 5 3-minute rounds for the AKA Amateur Lightweight Championship. This fight being brought to you by Holloway Outdoors and Marine right here in Alexandria. And now, introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist. Comes to you tonight with an amateur record of 7 wins and 5 defeats. He is representing Ethos MMA. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 154.6 pounds. Fighting out of Tyler, Texas, by way of Athens, Texas. Here is Codie Williams. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, coming to you tonight with an amateur record of 5 wins and only 2 defeats. He is representing the Shed Training Grounds in Lafayette and the War Training Center in Houston, Texas. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 155.7 pounds. Fighting out of Lafayette, Louisiana. Here is Andrew the Truth Lavergne.
Gold and glory on the line right now as we kick off the main card. Chris Hill on the assignment. Codie Williams and Andrew Lavergne. Our main card is underway.
Low snapping calf kick to get the fight started from Lavergne. Lavergne doing a good job of controlling the range. Codie Williams wanting to keep him at the end of that jab, keep the fight nice and long. Snapping hook from Codie Williams, low kick, right hand down the center.
Both guys exchanging shots there.
You can just see the difference in technique, these boys. I mean, this is a championship caliber fight, no doubt about it.
Yeah, we have certainly stepped it up a little bit here for our main card.
Hook cross, lead hand uppercut from Lavergne, probing with his jab, just keeping his head in such a good position. Eyes wide open, good vision, checks the low kick, finds one of his own. This is great work from Lavergne. Knee up the middle, just staying patient. Another low kick from Andrew Lavergne, sends Codie Williams crashing to the mat.
That's it.
And what a finish from Andrew Lavergne. The calf kick got it going, and he just poured on the offense. Good golly, there's something in the air tonight.
There is. We make it about halfway into the fight, and it's over once again. Andrew Lavergne, these calf kicks were absolutely disgusting, and then he just started pouring it on here. Andrew Lavergne, your new amateur lightweight champion. You can see the leg right there compromised for Codie Williams. He goes down with a grimace, and Andrew Lavergne looking for the quick finish, and he finds it. Andrew Lavergne making it look easy. And this kid is something serious. I said it, he's committed to the game. And it's performances like that that make all the work he's been putting in worth it. There's Elliot Abear, his coach at the Shed Training Grounds. Those guys, you know they get into some of the best rounds in the state at the Shed. Andrew Lavergne, the next champion to represent the Shed. What a showing by Lavergne. And they're looking at that leg right now of Codie Williams, and it really was those kicks that opened things up. Williams was pretty shelled up, and he was eating a lot of shots that I don't know that were really getting through, but then those couple calf kicks dropped him to the ground, and Andrew Lavergne smelled blood in the water, and he finished the fight off. Doctors looking at Codie Williams' leg. And that just goes to show you how complete Andrew Lavergne is. We know the boxing is there. Those kicks, vicious, and certainly changed this fight. Another first round finish at AKA 54, the night of finishes. We have seen a ton of them. In fact, every fight except for 2 of them has finished in either the first or second round, the majority of them in the first. Ready to declare our new champion. We'll turn it back over to Dynamite.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 1 minute 8 seconds in round number 1, declaring your winner and new AKA Amateur Lightweight Champion, Andrew the Truth Lavergne.
Those new AKA belts look good, and they look real good on Andrew Lavergne. Congratulations to our new amateur lightweight champion. And you know what's scary about this? He's a 45er. Coming up to do battle tonight at 55 because we put the title on the line for him. And
Marksville, Louisiana.
This is a guy that could be a 45-pound champion,
having
a 55-pound
a moment with his
champ.
opponent. Great sportsmanship by the guys. Champ, how we feeling right now?
I feel good. I just want to thank God first and foremost. He puts me in positions to make decisions that alter my life in big ways. And I'm on to much bigger and better things with a lot of good people, and I'm just thankful and grateful for it all.
You know, earlier, Andrew, we were kind of talking about how this fight would go, and I was urging you about the striking, and you told me something interesting. You said if anybody shoots, it'll be him, and you came out and you proved that tonight. The calf kick's what got it going. It was a great performance. Just talk about it for a second. How you feel?
You know, I just feel like I'm one of the best in the world already. I have a long, long way to go, but you know, this is just a small step in the right direction. You know, I know it'll be a UFC World Championship belt one day, and that's what I'm aiming for.
I have no doubt about it. Ladies and gentlemen, your new 155 champion, Andrew Lavergne.
Andrew Lavergne gonna walk out of here with the title tonight. Gets it done at 155 pounds. And the Shed has another champion. They're just breeding him over there at the Shed, of course, led by Elliot Abear. What worked? And the calf kicks, kind of the story. Obviously, we know the striking's there for Lavergne, but those calf kicks were vicious. You could see Codie Williams just struggling to stand as they were having the decision declared, and I think Andrew Lavergne's going to be a real problem. You know, when I talk to him on the podcast, it's, you know, he wants to be pro. He's got work to do right now as an amateur, and he's been taking care of his work as an AMI. What a showing tonight by
Don't
Andrew
forget,
Lavergne.
ladies and gentlemen, we've got 2 fights left, and then we're going to pass a good time. We're going to join the fun here at the Paragon. We're going to the after party at Club Mazaz.
Those calf kicks absolutely destroyed the leg of Codie Williams, Matt Schnell. I mean,
Devastating stuff. What a performance by the young buck, and what a bright future. 6-2 now.
Yep, 6-2.
A bunch of finishes. You know, he's already overcome some adversity. Told me in the cage, you know, I'm trying to talk things through with him in the cage, and he tells me, we got some time as an amateur. We're going to try and continue to cultivate skills. I want to be the best amateur in the country.
Here we go, fight
And I can
fans,
see
moving
that
right
happening.
along with your next bout of the evening. This will be your co-main event here on AKA 54, a professional bout, 5-minute rounds going down inside the AKA middleweight division, and is sponsored by Lanyap Adventures Travel Advisors from Lake Charles. They'll get you anywhere in the world. Check them out at Lanyap Adventures. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for David Lopez.
The fighter with the most eccentric personality on this card, I can promise you that. David Black Wolf Lopez. He is, and he had switched, personalities today. He became the Black Wolf. You can see him here. He is an absolute character. 3-1 as a professional, representing Warlord MMA. 6 foot, 185 pounds out of Big Spring, Texas. One of the older fighters, but Matt, this guy is a serious deal to deal with.
Yeah, brown belt in jiu-jitsu. I mean, a stud, brings it, fights hard. Told me he was going to come out and play his part and do what he was going to do. As he was giving me a haircut earlier, I'm sitting in the barber chair. My boy, he is a character. He is eccentric, but I believe he's going to come and bring it. A 3-1 fighter. His only loss coming to Ramiz, a UFC fighter. His last name escapes me right now, but my boy Ramiz, who I trained with at Fortis MMA, and a serious competitor in his own right. And for that to be his only loss, 3-1, this is a tough test for young Drake Flores.
Yeah, Ramiz Brahimaj, I believe is how you say it, lost to him via Kimura back in 2017. Picked up a win over Tony Jenkins, and tonight he'll find himself against Drake Flores. I'd love to know what the sign says.
It's a code. All you got to do is hit that thing and hit him a follow.
Code.
My boy's just trying. He's also a mobile barber. He's out here trying to put his business out there as well. But my boy, eccentric for sure, taking his time with his walkout. Please take your mask off. You cannot enter the cage with a mask on. We got to get ready to get out there and fist fight my boy David Lopez. A brown belt in jiu-jitsu, a dude who brings it, strikes hard, really goes for it, and he's definitely gonna have to go for it tonight.
Yeah, he's got a big test in front of him in Drake Flores, but I'll tell you what, David Lopez is up to the test. He's looked very good from everything that I've seen. Went back and watched some footage on him. I mean, he's a very serious problem here for Drake Flores. And, you and I were kind of talking about it, being a character, selling yourself. I don't know that we've seen anybody do it quite like David Lopez has, and the only thing that can take that to a new level is getting wins. Got to get those W's.
Absolutely.
Chance tonight for David Lopez to do that in our co-main event.
Listen, you go out there and you win out, and, you win and you beat good guys like Drake Flores, you're going to get more opportunity. There is no doubt about it. All of the production aspects and dramatics aside, I believe David Lopez can fight. Okay, my boy.
More worried about the mask. I believe he forgot the mouthpiece.
They're going to let him get in the cage, surely.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and let him get in the cage. We'll bring the mouthpiece into him. We'll keep things moving right along. A little delay, maybe not the worst thing here tonight. We've had so many first-round finishes.
For real.
I mean, we are cruising right along. And, of course, coming up next in our main event of the night, Jesse Roberts and Shaheen Santana in a lightweight battle to cap the night off. But right now it's about David Lopez and Drake Flores, middleweight matchup of the professional ranks. Lopez is headed in to the cage. They'll bring the mouthpiece to him in just a moment. One of the longer walkouts we've ever seen as well here at AKA. David Lopez loves the spotlight. You can absolutely tell that. Lopez is into the cage, and he now awaits Drake Flores. little delay, still waiting on the mouthpiece to make its way out to David Lopez.
Good Drake out here.
Dynamite right now having a talk with Basil Bam Bam Maju about if we go ahead and bring Drake out here.
I believe his mouthpiece is back there someplace.
I'm telling you, this guy is electric. He is absolutely electric. A caged wolf ready to go into action. Caged wolf without a mouthpiece, though.
My boy, you got to protect them chompers.
Let's talk a little bit about Drake Flores now as we await him. I mean, one of the more exciting prospects. Here we go.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for his opponent. Let's hear it for Drake Flores.
Drake Flores, he says he's an athlete, and there is no doubt about that. This kid is a superb athlete. 1-0 as a professional, undefeated as an amateur as well, representing Fortis MMA out of Dallas, Texas by way of San Antonio, Texas. He checks in at 6'2", 185.5 pounds, and I truly believe this is one of the better prospects in the game right now, Matt Snow.
Absolutely. What we've seen from Drake Flores has been nothing short of spectacular. This kid is dynamic, a great athlete, has a good, solid understanding of range and distance, and you know, in his last fight kind of got ahead of himself and got clipped a little bit in that matchup against Jason Slayton. Jason, an old wily vet who's also very athletic in his own right, was able to plant a good right hand on Draco, and we even talked about it a little bit, and he mentioned that to me and said, hey, I'm not in a hurry out here, you know, I can kind of let the fight come to me and do my thing a little bit, and that's what I anticipate what we're going to try and get done tonight. Take our time and not run into something harder than it's even thrown at us.
Yeah, Drake Flores ended up finishing that fight over Jason Slayton with nasty elbows, and that's one of the things that has changed for him as a pro. He's able to use those elbows, and let me tell you, they are vicious. Only had 3 amateur bouts. Well, really, he only had, what, one amateur bout. He had a couple Muay Thai fights, won those, couple of knockouts, finished Jason Slayton in the first round. He hasn't really seen the second round. That's one of the things about Drake Flores. We'll see if that's tested here tonight as he takes on David Lopez. But I'm expecting some fireworks in this fight one way or the other.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of professional mixed martial arts action inside the AKA middleweight division. This fight being brought to you by Lanyap Adventures. And now, introducing your first fighter. Fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist coming to you tonight with a professional record of 3 wins, and only once has he tasted defeat. He is representing Warlord MMA. He stands 6 feet even. He weighed in officially at 185.8 pounds. Fighting out of Big Springs, Texas. Here is David Black Wolf Lopez. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a purebred athlete, coming to you tonight with an undefeated record, 1 win, 0 losses. He is representing Fortis MMA. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in officially at 185.2 pounds. Fighting out of Dallas, Texas, by way of San Antonio, here is Drake Flores.
Chris Hill back in there for another assignment David Lopez, Drake Flores, our co-main event. And we are underway.
Deep up the middle, big high kick whips around, and the kicks are just like whips. Big cutting elbow straight down the middle. And the elbow sits the young fella down, and just like that, Drake Flores puts the lights out, shuts it down. Beautiful stuff. Drake is just on another level, dynamic.
An absolutely superb athlete, a monster in the cage. Drake Flores, and he's doing this to everybody.
Look how extended and long he is, and it's a left kick flipped up and an elbow right behind it, just off the temple of David Lopez, sends him crashing to the mat. What a finish. Gosh, this kid's something else.
He's something. He doesn't get out of the first round. He just sees opportunities and he finishes people. An absolute monster. Look, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think this is a guy we're going to see in the big show one day. I really do. He is absolutely tremendous. Made that look easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 21 seconds in round number 1, declaring your winner by way of knockout, Drake Flores.
Marksville, Louisiana, I am here with your winner. I'm here with your winner, Drake Flores, my boy. Came out here, got it done quickly, put on a show for us, dynamic stuff. Young man, I think you're one of the better prospects we've seen come through AKA, maybe ever. How you feeling right now?
Feel great, just no words, feel great right now.
Very exciting, dynamic performance. We know you train at the famed Fortis MMA. Talk about your training partners for a second. Give them a shout out.
That's everything. Without them, I'm still just an amateur with no experience whatsoever. But I train with the best in the world, and they elevate me to the level I'm at right now.
Drake, you haven't had much time in this cage. You're a young fella. Tell us what you're thinking. What would you like next?
Yeah, that's 2 pro fights, not even a minute in my professional record right now. So I just want the next fight. I'm ready. I'm healthy. Let's get it. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it rolling.
My boy, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with you. We're going to try and keep you busy in here. But ladies and gentlemen, the dynamic Drake Flores, your winner. Give him a hand.
Dynamic is almost underselling it about this kid. He is special. I truly believe that. I said it whenever I interviewed him the first time after his final amateur win. I think you're seeing something special here with Drake Flores. I really and truly believe he's going to be a problem one day in the UFC. And we got to find somebody that can match up with this kid, because, David Lopez has looked good in his last fights, and Drake Flores made that look easy. He made it look easy against Jason Sladen, and he's just knocking him down right now. Obviously, he's putting in work at Fortis MMA. He's surrounded by UFC talent, so he's getting some of the best work. I just don't know that there's enough superlatives to say about Drake Flores. Like he said, he's only been in the cage for a minute now as an amateur. He's just running through these guys, and special match now.
So impressively, too, and it's not like he's just being a bull in a china shop.
Yeah.
He's
And now,
dissecting.
ladies and gentlemen, it is all come down to this. Up next will be your AKA 54 main event of the evening. 3 rounds of professional lightweight action, all brought to you by 100% Chiropractic in Lake Charles. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Shaheen Santana.
Shaheen Santana, freestyle fighter with a 9-5 record, representing WMB. 6'1", 155 pounds, out of Miami, Florida. making his way here to Louisiana tonight. They call him Shazam, and Shazam about to make the walk, Matt Schnell.
Yeah, Shaheen, Shazam, my boy. Appreciative to be able to put this matchup together. This was one that had eluded us for a long time, getting Jesse Roberts, somebody that was willing to stand across from him and fight. So we were happy to see Shaheen Santana come across our desk somewhat randomly, in fact. And black belt jiu-jitsu, competent striker, a dude with a storied background in martial arts, willing to test his mettle, come over here and cut his teeth in the great state of Louisiana.
Yeah, he's fought in the Contender Series, seen some time over at LFA. Tonight he will do battle at AKA as he takes on Jesse Roberts in our main event tonight. Look, this guy's been a champion in other promotions, very talented. A chance for him tonight to get back to his winning ways. It's kind of been going back and forth for him lately. Win, loss, win, loss.
Fighting tough competition.
Yeah,
and I feel like that's what
sure.
happens when you come up short on the Contender Series. You have to face the toughest of people, and you always get their best because they all want that opportunity. And you know, it's something to consider and think about. But this man was one fight away from being in the UFC. He's that type of talent, and now here he is in the AKA cage, about to mix it up with one of our better prospects here in the state of Louisiana.
Yeah, a 9-5 record against some of the best guys. It's really impressive.
Now, introducing his opponent, Paragon Casino. Show your love for Jesse Roberts.
A big pop from the crowd here as Central Louisiana's own Jesse Roberts is set to take center stage. A jiu-jitsu practitioner with a 9-2 record, representing Global Fitness, checking in at 5'9", 155.5 pounds. Out of Montgomery, Louisiana, Central Louisiana's brightest star, Jesse Roberts.
Jesse Roberts, the #1 lightweight, ranked currently on Tapology, which is a resource we use quite a lot. Jesse, just a stud grappler, a guy who gets around all over Louisiana, trains with the best guys, mixes it up wherever he can. And, you know, just looking at him, and I've seen this young man over the years. I mean, physically, he looks incredible. He seems to be locked in. The team's hot tonight, so what better night than tonight to go out there and get it done against a solid prospect, grab you a good scout in Shaheen Santana.
Yeah, Jesse Roberts, an absolute monster, there's no doubt about it. I mean, he's got a complete skill set, and here tonight he'll be looking to move to 10-2 as a professional. Got a chance to talk to him before the fights in our pre-fight interviews, talking about just how special it is to fight in front of his friends and family, represent and defend home turf here at the Paragon Casino and Resort. Jesse Roberts returning home, the prodigal son, ready to get to work against Shaheen Santana in our main event of AKA 54. Both fighters are into the cage. We're ready to finish off the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, American Combat Alliance, in association with the Paragon Casino Resort in Marksville, Louisiana, are proud to bring to you your AKA 54 main event of the evening. 3 professional rounds inside the AKA lightweight division, all brought to you by our friends at 100% Chiropractic in Lake Charles. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's go time! And now, introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, coming to you tonight with a professional record of 9 wins and 5 defeats. He is representing WMB. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 154.7 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Shaheen Shazam Santana. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner coming to you tonight with a professional record of 9 wins and 2 defeats. He is representing Global Fitness of Alexandria. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 155.6 pounds. Fighting out of Montgomery, Louisiana. Here is Jesse Roberts.
All right, gentlemen, main event. You've already received your instructions. Obey my commands at all times and protect yourself at all times. Touch them up. Let's go to work.
Basil Bam Bam Majub back in there for the final assignment of the night. Jesse Roberts, Shaheen Santana set to do battle in our main event and close out AKA 54. Santana sprints to the middle.
Good movement from both men early on. Switching stances is Santana. Jabs from the southpaw stance. Jesse with a little bit of a level change, just trying to, good jab straight down the middle for Jesse Roberts. Santana eats a looping right hand over the top. Roberts doing a good job, head pressure here, over under position against the cage.
That was a big time right hand from Jesse Roberts.
Jesse Roberts has landed a couple looping right hands. Santana just long, able to separate from the fence. It's an interesting concept there that Santana's trying to put into play, kind of using like a neutral stance, big low kick hacks at the thigh of Jesse Roberts.
Ooh, gotta be careful. That right hand of Jesse Roberts is looking for the finish.
Shaheen just getting a little too close to the fence, kind of giving up a little too much ground. When he circles out to the middle and has a little space, he's had a little more success. Wrapping up the neck here of Jesse Roberts, looking for like a ninja choke. Jesse just a little too sharp.
Yeah, Jesse
keeps his posture.
Yeah, too privy to that.
Got his hands together, close to finishing that double leg takedown. Good pressure here from Jesse. Shaheen looking to fish out that guillotine and attack. It's not a bad attempt from Santana. Finds himself in the middle of the cage.
Jesse able to pop his head out, now back to the center.
Santana extending across, nice calf kick. Returns the favor, does Santana. Jesse really having some success, just sending that jab and that right hand right behind it down the middle.
Halfway point of the first round. Jesse Roberts off to a strong start here.
Jesse applying a lot of pressure here. Santana doing a good job of retaining some underhooks, keeping himself upright.
A few knees from Jesse for good measure. Kind of stuck in a stalemate here for the last 45 seconds or so.
Santana just kind of okay with keeping this position. He does have an underhook, but it's kind of a cross underhook on the opposite side. These are good elbows from the inside. separate from the cage. Santana looking for those flip kicks right up the middle. Again, the straight right hand just scorching down the middle, snapping the head back of Shaheen.
Yeah, Jesse just showing how complete he is, the striking on point in this first round. 60 seconds left to go in the first.
Jesse tries to run the single leg, head pops out to the outside, and he gets the back. He's got a good 2-on-1 on his arm. Santana able to rotate in back to that position where he has it's an underhook, but it's like a far side underhook. It's tricky. It just pretty much prevents you from scoring or being able to get your hands together.
Really don't see that used too often. 20 seconds left to go. That knee was close. Final 10 in a round that has been essentially dominated by Jesse Roberts.
Shaheen's had some moments, but it's been a lot of right hands and then killing time on the fence.
One round in the book. Yeah, the right hands for Jesse Roberts as we see the replay here. There's a good jab from him to open up the fight.
Nice stiff jab right there. There was that right hand looping, and there was another one scoring as he, all fight kind of punching his way in, getting into the positions on the cage and just being controlling, running some clock. Again, jab down the center, right hand behind it. Straight right.
Jesse doing a great job, not just throwing one shot. He's always following it up with something right behind it. And for the most part, they've been scoring for Jesse. Ready for the second round. By the way, shout out to our producer director, Luke Hawkins. Appreciate him for the replays and everything that he does here at American Combat Alliance. Very likely 1-0 Roberts after that first round, set for the second.
Again, Jesse starting with that chopping calf kick, just breaking the base of Shaheen Santana. Tricky teeth there from Santana. Right hand looping, right hand, left hook behind it. Finds the target for Jesse Roberts. Santana doing a good job here on the outside of trying to keep himself offline. Calf kick of his own scores. Again, he's just so close to the fence. Right here is where Jesse's had his best moments. So when he's able to kind of trap him against the fence, big left hook as Santana's trying to circle out, kind of pops the head back. Jesse trying to score a takedown there. Shaheen just a little too long, able to keep his feet.
Yeah, really good base from Shaheen because Jesse Roberts, a hell of a wrestler, unable to get the takedown there.
Just kind of got a little ahead of himself and ran both of his feet. I think if he would have kept one side, you know, with that knee in and tried to kind of pull him over that.
Jesse just so strong in these positions.
He just keeps himself in a good spot too, you know. And not, yeah, of course he's strong, but he's also
so technically sound.
Technically sound, and keeps himself, you know, his structure in a good spot so that he can, you know, even just right there, that volley. It has a lot to do with, of course, strength, but his just positioning and his leverage as well.
2 minutes gone in the second. Roberts has not been able to secure a takedown yet. Shaheen has dealt with all the efforts of Jesse.
And again, getting back to this
Yeah.
far side underhook, and now he's attacking a choke here of his own as Shaheen Santana got the arm in there. And Jesse doing the right thing, kind of giving up position here. Good moment here for Shaheen, the black belt in jiu-jitsu. Definitely competent in his own right. Jesse able to kind of hula hoop him around, and Shaheen just a little lapse in judgment, loses the position. Great stuff by Jesse Roberts. Look at the pressure. He's applying the shoulder pressure as he's trying to create a pass here. He's got Shaheen looking in the opposite direction, making it very difficult for him to retain his guard.
Elite pressure here by Jesse Roberts. There he is trying to step over. Inside, 2 minutes left to work for Roberts on top.
Beautiful stuff here from Jesse, just staying heavy, staying past the guard, not dealing with any threats from Shaheen right here, keeping good shoulder pressure. You'd like to see him start to try and do some damage here, but controlling nonetheless.
You're right, that shoulder pressure is just so strong from Jesse Roberts. What's Santana need to do to get back to his feet here?
He's got to create some space with I mean, he's jiu-jitsu black belt. He knows what to do. I think he's tired, but he's got to create some frames, either create some space to get his guard back or give himself an opportunity to build back up. Being inside position, it is a tough position to deal with because you have to start to get some type of structure in front of him to start to build back up, and that can be tough. Jesse's doing a good job of keeping his pressure, keeping Shaheen flat on his back. I have a feeling that, you know, even as a jiu-jitsu black belt, Shaheen's probably not regarding too much. I think a lot of us get away from doing stuff like that. It's just not a position we deal with very often, or it is, but we should be better. This is interesting here. This looks like he's going for a buggy choke on Jesse Roberts, and Jesse able to slam his way out of that. Got to be careful there. That buggy choke is tricky, and it can, I mean, it can snag up some pretty good guys who just aren't super familiar with it. So crazy attack there from Shaheen Santana.
You can see the black belt in jiu-jitsu right there.
Oh, yeah.
You don't see that one get pulled out of the bag too often, but Shaheen Santana throwing up a buggy choke attempt. Jesse Roberts slamming his way out of it. Another strong round for Jesse Roberts, looking good through the first 10 minutes. Here's a look at your replays.
Both guys kind of scoring in that volley. Jesse Roberts just doing a good job. I kind of like his up and down itchy movement. It keeps people aware of, is this guy going to change levels? What's coming next? And I think it's what set up that looping right hand so many times for him. Again, right there, just being in a good solid position. He was kind of losing the spot, Shaheen on his back, but Shaheen got a little overzealous and ends up on his back. See that buggy choke attempt here. I'm sure they're going to show it to us.
Yeah, he's about to throw it up right here, I do believe. Yeah, here it is.
I mean,
that's slick. Jesse Roberts, though, just
not even gonna
having none of
like
that.
I even know how to deal with that.
That's how you deal with it, apparently.
Yeah.
Slam them on their head. All right, third and final round here between Roberts and Santana.
Santana starting this round with some feints.
Santana more than likely needs a finish in this third round.
Good exchanges here. Santana trying to rip an elbow. Just misses the mark. Straight left hand snaps the head back of Jesse Roberts. One of the better punches landed in this fight for Shaheen.
Shaheen doing some of his best work so far in the fight here in this third and final round. Got to turn up the urgency a bit. He's got to keep his back off the cage, too, because Jesse's just going to pin him down once again.
A loose, light front leg is keeping Jesse Roberts guessing and thinking for now. Beautiful body kick from Roberts. Good rotation. Kia, my boy. Straight right hand, looping left hook. Beautiful level change, scores the takedown effortlessly, does Jesse Roberts.
Beautiful stuff by Jesse Roberts, and he's once again got Santana on his back. Got to watch the up kick here.
Beautiful pass by Jesse Roberts. I mean, clean stuff. Slicing through the guard of the jiu-jitsu black belt.
Right back to where we found ourselves in the middle stages of round number 2.
The corner warning Jesse Roberts about that buggy choke coming his way one more time, and
you can see Santana maybe searching to see if he could lock it in here. Yeah,
definitely. These guys have the gift of foresight.
The Global Fitness guys in his corner. David Bosnick over there, of course, Alan Gray. They've seen Jesse Roberts.
Alan Gray not in the corner tonight.
Oh, excuse me.
Commissioner
Okay.
Gray,
That's true.
sitting cage
correct,
side.
Correct. That's my bad. That's my fault. Yeah, David Bosnick over there.
He's got Bosnick. He's got Jesse. Or he's got Andrew Garrett. I can't see the other gentleman in the corner over there. Another buggy choke attempt.
I think selfishly, I'd like to see Jesse do some damage here on top, but he's just had so much control time. He's in control of the fight. You know,
just splitting hairs, those are things that we can think about moving forward. Obviously, such dominant control, and here he is facing a jiu-jitsu black belt, a very competent grappler, and having to overcome some tough spots. But if we could accumulate a little damage through it, would not only be more friendly, but it would also put a further, go into a little bit octopus guard here. This is a tricky position. And Jesse Roberts just too good of a base.
Too good.
Keeps his spot.
Inside 2 minutes to go. Santana's going to have to find a Hail Mary here if he wants to come back and win this one. Roberts has been in control, probably 10 plus minutes of control time throughout the course of this fight. Final 90 seconds. Tell you what, Santana's tricky, man. He's just pulling stuff out of the hat. Roberts has dealt with all of it, though. Does Santana have a finish up his sleeve? Just over 60 seconds to go. Jesse Roberts looking to coast to a victory here down the stretch on top.
Jesse Roberts just smothering taking all the space and just being relentless. Shaheen Santana doing his best, trying to re-guard, trying to fight, but Jesse just being inevitable.
I think that is the best way to describe what we've seen here tonight from Jesse Roberts. Inevitable, as Santana trying to get tricky once again. Jesse's just been keen on everything. That's a big elbow from the bottom from Santana. Final 15. Jesse Roberts looking for an exclamation point on the end of this one. That's gonna do it. What a performance in front of his friends and family here in Central
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jesse
as we await
Roberts.
the decision of the winner, don't forget next Saturday night right here at the
Very likely gonna get it
Paragon,
done.
we've got a Queen
Matt
tribute
Shawn stepping in the
concert
cage.
playing all your favorite Queen
interview
songs.
Jesse.
Come join us here at the Paragon next Saturday night for our Queen tribute concert.
You know, obviously the control time from Jesse is what won him that fight, but the striking looked very good as well. Stringing some punches together, looked strong, landed some big right hands, especially early in the fight, but it felt like he realized he was, and I think he feels this way a lot of the time, but he realized he was the better wrestler, the better grappler, and that pressure from the top is just so good. You're not going to see many guys that can deal with that, and Jesse Roberts showing you why he's the #1 lightweight prospect in the state of Louisiana. He gets it done here tonight against Shaheen Santana. It hasn't been announced yet, but it would be one of the most wild things ever for him not to be declared.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of fantastic professional mixed martial arts action, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges have seen and scored this bout the same way, therefore declaring your winner by unanimous decision! Fighting out of the red corner, Jesse Roberts.
We'll turn it over to Matt Snell in just a moment, who's stepping in there to interview Central Louisiana's favorite son, Jesse
Marksville,
Roberts.
Louisiana. I'm here with your winner, a very happy Jesse Roberts. Jesse, your opponent tonight, a tough competitor, jiu-jitsu black belt, former Contender Series competitor. You pitched a shutout against him tonight. How we feeling?
I mean, I knew I won. I could win like that, but I wanted to be more exciting. But just when I felt like I could hold him down and he couldn't move, it's hard to give up that spot, you know?
I mean, Shaheen Santana throwing up some tricky stuff, keeping you guessing the whole time. The striking was tricky. You kept finding that right hand. Was that part of the game plan? You were looking to hunt that right hand down?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, the plan was just come out, Ilia Taporia, get on him, right hand, put him down, but, you know, don't go as planned sometimes.
Jesse, I think you're one of our best prospects in the state. We expect big things out of you. Talk for a moment about your team. Talk for a moment about fighting here in your hometown.
Yeah, man, fighting in front of this crowd is amazing. All my family and friends. Thank y'all so much. That's why I do it, you know. I love all y'all. I love y'all get to come watch me. And I feel like I got the best team in the state. Alan Gray, my head coach, Scooby, John Scott. Man, they push me every morning. My teammates, Brandon, Andrew, David, and all the other guys, man, I feel like we're the best. People don't know. We're our hidden gem.
Listen, a great performance by the guys in Central Louisiana tonight. Marksville, Louisiana, your winner, the prospect, Jesse Roberts.
And one more shout out to my woman, Haley. Got 4 kids, and she's a personal trainer, and she cooks all my meals, dials me in. That's why I look like this tonight. Best cut ever, so shout out to her. I love you. Let's go home.
My boy looking Jack. Marksville, Louisiana, thank you very much. That's the night.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we're all going to the after party at Club Mazaz. And the after party's not for you. It's time to hit the gaming floor and join the fun here at the Paragon. Now, before we get out of here, I want to give all you folks one good piece of advice. If you ever find yourself in a bad situation, tell them you know old Dynamite. It might save your life. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the entire staff here at American Combat Alliance, my name is Dynamite, saying thank you all so much for coming out. God bless you and good night.
Matt Schnell, Tyler Moody, ready to wrap things up here from the Paragon Casino and Resort. Matt, a night of quick finishes.
It was a lot of quick finishes. Not exactly what I anticipated, but a great night all the same. And like we thought at the onset, that main event, it was a great main event. Those are 2 good guys, 2 good competitors, and Jesse Roberts shines bright, continues to make his way up, and I think that young man's going to ascend. He's another guy that I think can compete at a high level.
I think there's no doubt about it. I don't know how people are going to deal with his wrestling, grappling. It's very, very strong. Jesse Roberts picking up the win, moving to 10-2 in front of the friends and family here in Marksville, Louisiana. Drake Flores, who I believe is just an absolutely special prospect, made it look easy.
A phenom. I don't know what we're going to do with that young man. Just such a stud. We're going to find something for him. We're going to test the waters here in the not-too-distant future. And Drake Flores is our prospect here at AKA, and we're going to take care of him, and we're going to do our best to keep him busy. Andrew Lavergne, what a performance. What a night for him. Another kid that's just got star written all over him.
Yeah, our 3 prospects that we kind of highlighted tonight, Andrew Lavergne, Drake Flores, Jesse Roberts, all walk out of here in dominant fashion with wins. We're ready to wrap things up from the beautiful Paragon Casino and Resort. in Marksville, Louisiana. For the UFC's very own Matt Danger Schnell, I'm Tyler Not So Dangerous Moody. Thank you to our producer-director, Luke Hawkins. We'll see you guys at AKA 55.